Yeah, yeah.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's One
Yower.
Pair at a Time podcast channel. First episode here in 2025. Officially. And look, we got the whole panel up on this morning. Man. How's everybody feeling right now?
What up, man?
Oh, Mr. Think is in the building, folks.
Mhm.
Man, happy to see the face in the place, baby. Let's go.
Same here.
Yeah.
Miss y'all, man.
Man, miss you too, brother.
Yes.
What's been cooking? What's going on?
Man,
Well,
listen,
apparently, Jay Elevate in the kitchen, apparently, with his new cooking channel coming soon, apparently.
you got a cooking channel coming?
I didn't hear about that.
Man.
Hold on. The last cooking show I done heard about was that Cooking with Kai.
Hey,
That's
Jay,
the
we
last
got
one I done
those
seen.
tight t-shirts, man. No, hey.
Hey, let's do it.
Are you using the same name, Jay Elevate, on your cooking joint? What are you changing the name up?
It'll have something to this magnitude of J Elevate in there. Something.
Ooh, we're gonna have Chef Elevate. It's time to elevate your cooking, baby.
Ooh. Hey, Mr. Think, the first was for free. The next one we got to charge you, baby. Let's go.
The next one's gonna cost you a pair of kicks.
Ooh.
I'm just playing.
Ooh.
We family.
Ooh, man.
Oh, snap.
Dude, what up to everybody in the chat? Tapped in already. DJ Tyler Radio.
What up? Maurice in the building. What up,
Who
man?
else we got? Tyler's up in here. Who else we got in here? DJ Martin. What's good, everybody? What's going
Executive
on?
Talk, man. That's my guy right there. What up?
What's going on?
Boy, Jay.
Yeah. Man, here we are, January, New Year, and we are officially in the 40th anniversary of the Jordan brand. And
Yes, sir.
Wild.
man, this month is actually kind of light for our sneakers are concerned. I know we got like the Black Cat 3s dropping. I believe the what are those Diamond Turfs have now been moved back into January.
24th.
They were initially supposed to be February drop, and now they're going to be a January drop from what I just heard actually this morning. But man, like
Good morning.
next month really kicks things off, but usually Nike kind of hits us kind of light in the month of January. You know what I'm saying? What are you guys looking forward to in the first quarter here of the new year? What's on the top of the radar?
I'm glancing at those eggplant Kobe's.
The purple joints with the snake on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing about those. They got that purple pair and there's a red pair.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that they're supposed to. I don't know what the numbers are actually supposed to be like on those. Anybody have any information on that?
You tell me in terms of the numbers. It's a full size run. I know that, but I don't know it on stock numbers.
But is it a quick strike, or is it like kind of a normal release?
I think it's just gonna be a regular release, and I can tell you right now. Give me a second.
Yeah, so one thing I've been hearing about, guys, is that Nike is going to be really implementing some hyper strikes this year. Now, if you don't know, quick strike is around, between 30 to 60,000 pairs, but a hyper strike, a lot of times hyper strikes like less than 20 some thousand pairs. They're talking about implementing that on some of these sneakers that are going to be dropping out here. Now, what shoes exactly? I don't know. I have some predictions as to what that could be. Like, for example, the undefeated 4s with Nike Air on the back. Those might end up being a hyper strike. Where they keep them things like extra limited. What are you guys' thoughts?
So, Nike definitely going to be doing something different this year. We know that. We already know at the same time Nike is going to be lowering some stock numbers this year due to what occurred for 2024. But I'm gonna tell you, so it doesn't really say what those Kobe's are going to be for those eggplant Kobe's, but I'm a betting man. That's going to be a raffle. That's going to be a raffle for those Kobe's. But for me personally, I'm not looking like too far ahead. I just want to focus on what's in front of me right now. And I can tell you, for me personally, my main focus right now for the month of January is the Black Cat 3s. That is my main focus as of right now. And then secondly, February, man, it's going to be a toughie, but I'm definitely going to have to say it will be the Air Jordan 5 Reimagined and then the High 85 Bready Breads.
You still ain't gonna pick up them black toes yet?
Nope, surely have not.
Shit.
I'm not in no rush. I will get that for under retail. I have no need to rush for them.
Yeah,
You know,
sure.
I wonder if those are actually gonna go under retail, to be honest with you, because so they're looking to release those obviously February 1st. And it's interesting. Like, they've kind of been holding steady. Now, in the past, when they've released reimagined shoes, they've always given us quite a bit of stock on the reimagines themselves. But we don't know exactly, when it comes to these black toes, what exactly the numbers are going to look like. I would say, listen, let's keep it a buck, right? These GRs that are releasing, they're not going to be too difficult really to get, so long as you put some footwork in. Okay, maybe you'll be able to cop them easily off the internet, or you might have to get up off your butt, go into the store, and to be able to pick up a pair. But really, it's going to be the plethora of collabs and these kind of special sneakers that they're looking to drop this year that are really going to be the tough tickets to try to get. Would you all agree on that? Or would you not?
I mean, GRs, lately have not been very difficult to really cop. I mean, that's not a surprise, but the way the sneaker game is changing, man, just like those Blueberry 12s that shocked everybody, right? So at this point, we really don't know. But I will say this, with those black toes that you're talking about, I don't know if Nike plans on doing a little twist with that sneaker because they pushed them back so far back to 2025. I'm just very curious if there's something else they're going to add to that element of that sneaker that we don't know, or if it's just going to be how it came out in 2024. So I'm very curious to see how that's going to play out. But I mean, yesterday, Purple myself did a live, and I told everybody, listen, I'm not saying I'm not going out for no collabs. Y'all know I'm an avid Kobe chaser, but 2025, this is an OG year, and my primary main focus is nothing but OGs. That is my main focus. So if I pick up all OGs this year and no collabs, I'm not mad. This piece of history and what's about to occur in 2025 for the 40th year of Nike brand with that Jordan Jumpman slap happy all over the place on the court, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. OGs over everything, baby.
Not the growl. Not the growl, Ski.
Bro,
what are your thoughts, Mr. Think?
I believe there's some changes coming with Nike, so I will go on the record by saying I officially know nothing. I have to see how the first month plays out and try to get like some sort of eyeball of how 2025 is going to go. For 24, I was thinking about collabs, because for 24, the only two collabs that I actually hit on has been the Airship Awakes and the Alma Maniers. Those have been actually the only two I've actually hit on. I did not strike on any Travis last year. So yeah, I guess maybe this year might be the turn. I didn't hit on the Nina Chanel's. We've had a few, but I didn't hit on none of that stuff. So yeah.
You think they're really done making Jordan 1 Travis Scott's, the lows?
I'll be honest with you. At the moment, it's like their biggest kick, with the Travis. So I don't really know why they'll stop. personally, unless they wanted to test out a different silhouette. You know what I mean? Kind of see how that goes, and then you can kind of do a little phase out. But
well, they talked about focusing in on his Jumpman Jack silhouette, which is why those blue and white Travis Scott frags, the lows, are supposed to allegedly be the final pair now, even though the women's olive before was supposed to be the final pair, and then they came out with a plethora of more pairs.
Yeah.
So we don't know exactly, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, to be honest with you, I wish they'd experiment with some other silhouettes, you know, or if you're gonna mess with the Jordan 1, how about another high? Because we haven't seen another high. For sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We haven't seen a high in how long?
I'm down with a high for sure. Yeah. High guy. Yeah.
Hey, chat, we appreciate everybody in the chat. Go ahead and double tap that screen. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so. We appreciate everybody up in here. We really, really do. We appreciate y'all. Go ahead and double tap that screen. Today's the day. You know what? I want to make a comment to you guys about that. Without a shadow of doubt, because someone in there said, hey, Nike's, that's Samuel. Samuel said, hey, man, collabs and Nike's bread and butter right now. You know what? And Samuel, you're right, bro. But I want to say this, man. In my opinion, I think Nike has to get away from the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 low. It's time to get rid of it. It's time to just go ahead and move on to another silhouette and expand that Travis Scott Nike Jordan brand collab. It's time to walk away from it. We've seen so many iterations of it, and I'm not saying I'm bored with it, but at the same time, they have to do something different. Right. I do not disagree with you guys when it comes to saying, hey, bro, give us a Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 high. If they're going to do that, give us one last high, walk away and go to something else. Because what they're doing is, yes, this is their most top seller, but it's time to walk away before you burn that bridge too soon, because you know how the sneaker community can get. They will love you one moment, and then as soon as they love you, they'll turn your back on you, and it'll be an instant ice cold looking at you like, okay, what else y'all gonna do now?
It's funny you bring that up because I was listening to another YouTuber actually this morning was talking about that. Guy's name's Dre the Shoe God. He was talking about the fact that the OVOs, Drake's shoes, Drake's collabs, for whatever reason, people have kind of turned on some of the Drake sneakers. Like they're showing those. I don't know if you guys have seen them, the white and black sample 9s, OVO 9s that are being put out there. But for him, you know, with what he was talking about, he said that a lot of people actually were not necessarily feeling that shoe or feeling Drake in itself. You know, maybe if they came out 5-6 years ago, it probably would have been a smash hit. But
I was about to say that. I think Drake getting cooked by Kendrick done changed a lot for him.
Is that, I mean, really, is that it? Like the hate for Drake is all because of that battle between him and Kendrick Lamar?
So I have to agree with you, Mr. Think. That is definitely part of it. You know what I mean? That is absolutely, definitely part of it. Time has passed. And I mean, Kendrick Lamar just put that boy in the pressure cooker and cooked him slow. I mean, he slow roasted that boy. All right. Slow roasted. And I'm talking about he put some onions in that pot.
Yeah. That's tender.
Ooh, say it ain't so. With a little hot sauce.
He said it's tender.
With a little hot sauce.
It turned that man into a tenderoni.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? But we got to also be honest too. Like, are there a lot of 9 fans out there? Let's be honest, right? The community really.
There's a lot of resale fans out there, and you know for a fact they dropped them damn shoes. Them things would have been like between $500 to $700 on the resale market.
I agree, but if they gonna drop that 9, they have to put some type of other material on there, like that Stingray. They have to do something different because I mean, at the end of the day, it's a clean colorway. It's a cop for me. That shoe is a cop for me. Y'all know I got one OVO in my collection. That's a cop for me, but I don't care if it's gonna flop or not. That's a cop. I think it's clean. I think it's dope. But at the end of the day, Nike has to figure out how to make a profit. And to be honest with you, they should not drop those OVO 9s this year. We are so packed this year with so much crazy heat, bro. Save that joint to 2026 and revamp it a little bit. Revisit that for next year.
Yeah, wait till your boy Drake gets a revival. Wait till he gets a revival. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Solar Smoke 23. Yo, what up in the morning? Early bird gets the W.
Hey,
Facts,
morning.
bro. Facts. That's the listen. Hashtag footwork 2025. That's gonna be the phrase of the year, man. Footwork. Make sure you guys are going out there and putting in work to pick up some of these shoes because it's gonna be different this year. Guarantee a lot of stuff is gonna be a little different.
Hey, Perk, we didn't hear your take on that. On Lewis, I guess his original question.
What was the original question at this point?
How 2025 releases and stuff like I think that was the general question, right, Lewis?
In a sense, just the 25 releases overall. Like, the GRs are pretty much going to be easy to come by for the most part, but it's going to be the collabs that we'll have to keep an eye on as to what they're going to do with some of those.
Yeah. I think collabs are a very substantial leg of life's blood for Nike. Obviously, we know that. I mean, you look at trending right now, I think 2023 was the year of the SB and the collabs with that. Last year, it was, all Travi all the time. This year is definitely going to be subjective, I think. And I mean, much to a lot of everyone's points, people are tired of the Jordan 1 lows. Like, you are beating this into the ground. And I think that if they truly do leave Jordan 1 lows alone this year and give it a breather, I think that'll kind of help extend, Travis Scott into the future. Because at this point, people are going to be tired of Travis in the next 2 years, and you're going to see prices start to tank on Travis Scott's.
So
we officially put him out of the pasture. Go ahead. Where?
I don't necessarily think it's the silhouette. I think it's the reiteration of the same pretty much colorways that they've been dropping. Because best believe if they dropped a Chicago blocked Travis Scott low, ain't nobody getting fatigue on that. If they started hitting us with some like those pink pair that was supposed to drop and now they canceled, no one's going to have fatigue on that. The real issue comes in the fact that they've been using greens, browns, sail, black. They pretty much have used that on almost every one of those Travis Scott lows, and they haven't hit us with any really difference in colorways like that. I mean, those velvet browns.
You can't say that because they had the canary yellows. They
did have the canaries. They did. But most of the sneaker community, for a fact, don't like yellow to begin with.
Yeah, but they still sold out everywhere.
They did. They did. So that right there goes to tell you, you give us some different colorways in those Travis Scott lows, people ain't going to have fatigue. They're going to pick them up. You start using some different colorways on there, but resell aside.
But I mean, I half agree with you and I half disagree. I mean, the colorway, you were spot on with that. But at the end of the day, man, people are tired of Jordan 1 lows. Come on now. Let's just be honest. Let's call it a spade a spade. You can only run them through the wash X amount of years before people are just like, you know what? Let's see what else is out there. And no one out there is going to disagree with what I just said.
How many Travis did we get last year?
Ooh,
24.
About 4, maybe.
So velvet browns, medium olives, canaries, and
I'm missing one. What was it? I know Ware knows.
It was like 4.
It was 4.
I thought it was like 4.
Hold on a second. We got the velvet browns, canaries, medium olive. They were supposed to give us the pink pair last year. That got canceled.
Right.
There was actually another greenish pair they're supposed to drop. and he canceled those because he said that it reminded him about something with his grandmother who passed away.
Robert
So
said
those
it was
got
3.
scrapped.
Robert said 3.
Yeah,
The
so it's
golf.
only 3. Oh, the golf. There we
Golf.
go. Thank
No,
you.
the golf didn't come out this year. The golf came out last year.
No, we talking about 24.
He asked for last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm asking about
I'm
24.
sorry, 23. The golf came out
Oh,
in
the golf came out
23.
23, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they came out in 23. That was the end of 23.
Okay.
Yeah. I
The
know
golf
it's
came
weird.
out.
It's weird. It's weird.
It's-
I know. Look, Lewis is thinking.
Really?
I know. I thought
Yeah.
the same thing. It was.
I thought they
23.
came out. Hold on. a second.
No, they came out
You know
23,
what?
bro.
I trust you, Jay, but I'm just going to verify.
Please verify that. I don't mind being
Just-
wrong.
Because I mean,
Travis
one of the
Scott.
big draws in
I got the golf.
were the
That was
golf,
23.
the medium olives.
Because all right, and the reason why I was asking was because kind of like to Perp's point, like I don't really hear anyone getting fatigued on J Balvin's, in his threes, but they're not, they're not, flushing those things out like clockwork neither.
The reels
So-
are Think too, Mr. Think too. When you think about it, to your point,
They were, okay. October of 2023. Okay. That's when the golf released.
October 23. Okay, yeah, the end of 23.
okay.
Close. I got you.
So,
I
Mr.
mean,
Thing,
listen, that happens all the time, bro. We think shooting.
the reason why people are not tired of the Balv is because they drop once a year. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
we're not getting multiple iterations of the same sneaker with the same colorway, 3-4 times a year. So this year, bro, like I see major problems this year across the board. Major problems because of all the heat that's dropping. But at the same time, like I said, we know right now people don't like the brown velvets, but guess what? They sold out. Guess what? The resale value went up a little bit on that sneaker, which shocked me because a lot of people don't care for that sneaker. The medium olives did what? They took a little bit more time to go up in value, but they shot up over the past 2 days. They went up about $15 to $20. So
Did
now
they
that
really?
sneaker in the size 11 is a little bit over 600. Like yesterday, that looked as like 603. Before it was hitting around that 575, 560 price tag, depending upon your shoe size, right?
Really?
So when you look at the market, think about like when you get too much of something, people get turned off. I know we are all sneakerheads, but I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna stand on it 100%. Yes, we love sneakers, but at the end of the day, everybody wants something in they collect that everybody does not have. I don't care how you do it. You collect basketball cards, baseball cards. You are a car collector. You want something that's gonna turn heads. Okay. You want something that's going to turn heads, just like the Buick GSX, right? Everybody doesn't have a GSX. You just can't walk around and find you an 87 GSX everywhere. So let's just be honest with it.
I mean,
Those
you
who don't
gotta
know,
think-
he's talking about the Grand National.
Correct.
yeah, you also have to think about it as well, man. When Travis Scott first began this journey, with the collab with Nike, it was very exclusive. It was very exclusive, very limited pairs. Like you got to know somebody to end up with a pair, right? And so that exclusivity boosted it on a higher platform to the masses. So when they begin the trickle down effect with the general public, that the everyday Joe off the street could get this sneaker, that's when that craze and demand, supply and demand. The people asked for Travis and they gave you Travis, right? But at the end of the day, that spigot can only go full blast for so long before it begins to taper down. And that's what I think we'll start to see in the next year or so if Travis does not expand on different colorways with different silhouettes, right? Because again,
Agreed.
I love my Jordan 1 lows. Everybody knows I'm a Jordan 1 low guy. I love them. I love my highs. I just love Jordan 1s. But at the end of the day, when people like me are starting to get a little bit of fatigue from it, that's a problem. So we just need you all to expand to different silhouettes here and, give the people what they want, and keep this going for another 2 years, another 3 years, another 4 years. How tactically Travis Scott moves right now will be very indicative to what they look like 4 years from now. Will we still be talking about them or will we be on to the next?
Let me ask you guys this, though, and keep it real. How much of that fatigue is due to the BS problems with the Travis Scott website, damn near every drop, and taking L's on the shoe? How much of that factors into the fatigue when it comes to the Travis Scott drops?
It's a very fair question. Jay?
I agree. Yes, Travis Scott is messing up himself, but at the same time, Nike's the problem. Nike, you are the listen. Y'all, Nike, y'all really listen. I know I say this all the time. Y'all need to hire me because I'm telling you right now, there's no reason why Travis Scott should have all that power. He did not build your company. Take your nut sacks, grab them, grab your shoe boxes, and take back control. Take control back. Do you understand what I'm saying to the corporate department? Take your control back. So he is only a player. He is not upstairs cutting the checks. You cut the check. So if you're gonna go ahead and maintain that hypeness, if you're gonna go ahead and maintain that luster, somebody needs to go ahead and put their feet down and say, "Listen, buddy, you're either gonna do right or you're not, and we're gonna take a lot of pairs away from you. You can sell on your site, but this is not how this operates." I stand on it. 100.
I love it. No damn Diddy, Jeffrey. No
Diddy. No doubt. Hey.
Yo, shout out DJ Tyler Radio for the 3-month re-up. Appreciate you.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to DJ Tyler Radio for that. The re-up, for real.
DJ.
That's what's up.
Real.
I said it. I stand on it.
So here's the thing, right? First off, real quick, this was this was Mr. Thank's face. I had to find it. This was Mr. Thank's face for a second.
That almost looks like me on the top left right there. Yeah.
See, I wasn't even going that dude.
I know. Look, you can't laugh at
this
yourself.
Is your face here, bro. Yeah, when he said nutsack, this was Mr. Thing's face. Oh man. For real. Listen, I overall, I just think that Nike's got an issue all around. I mean, listen, the black hats hit the streets already, and they're pretty much everywhere. You see a lot of the, the big prominent YouTubers, they have black hat 3s already that they're reviewing for sale. And, not for nothing, we're going to see, too, in 2025, how much of these quote-unquote early looks end up affecting these shoes moving forward. Because that's one thing we noticed last year was that we saw so many pictures of shoes that were going to be dropping that by the time the shoe came out, a lot of times people were just kind of like, nah, maybe I'll come back for these. They're already thinking about something else just because you see so many things that have come out in terms of quote unquote sneaker news. Like we already see how many pictures of the Chicago Unions that are going to be dropping. Now when it comes to the Frag Unions, it's a speculative mock-up from my understanding. We have not gotten any confirmation on it, but what's going to happen when, let's say, the white cement 4s release? Yeah, they'll move come summertime, but at the same time, like, you're already getting a lot of early looks. Like, for example, they put out, and I want you guys' opinion on this too. So we're starting to get some pictures now of these white cement 4s releasing, and number one, I feel like that's the OG shape. Number one, that's definitely not the SB4 shape, but we started hearing about this shoe coming out for this year months ago last year already. And to me, the talk about this shoe's already gone to the wayside. What do you guys think?
Nah, this shoe is definitely not by the wayside, but this picture, this photo, I don't trust. I just don't trust this photo at all, to be quite frank with you. This shoe will be an instant sellout. This will not, this has not went by the wayside. But to your point, yes, I agree with you. Too many early photos, too much of so much renderings. It turns people off when you see something 13 months ahead of time. I do not disagree with that notion, that statement. And this is again why I say Nike has to scale back and stop giving whomever they are giving these mock-ups to push out. They are the ones who are doing it at the end of the day. You turn customers off. And definitely, I want to say, Robert, I agree with you, man. I love when artists have control of their art. I agree with you. But I definitely want to say this to you, Robert. When you have control of your art, that's great. But when it affects business, that's when Nike has to go ahead and take back control. I'm all for the artists with their art, but if someone constantly is just backdooring trillions of pairs of sneakers, or they have a fake drop on a website, it turns people off. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Now, Perp, right? You're pretty in tune to a lot of the high-end car market, and you can attest to this, right? When we, the public, hear about, let me think of a brand, like the new, let's think about this, right? 2026, we're going to see a new Z06 Corvette, and this one here is supposed to be the most powerful one they've produced.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the public found out about this, I would say, not that long ago, but for those that are like, some real high-end purchasers of those type of products, how early did they actually hear about the fact that they were producing this new Corvette?
Man, 2 years out. Okay. Like, listen, their whole communities, just like with the sneaker community, their whole community is geared around, high-end exotics, right? They've been talking about specs like that. And Jay will tell you, Jay's a big Corvette head as well. These things come down 2, 3, 4, even 5 years out. They talk about this because now you're talking about design specs. Now you're talking about publications internally, right? Because a lot of those get leaked, just like a lot of these sneaker releases get leaked, and a lot of these first looks get released, get leaked to the general public. So, I mean, people have been knowing about this for at least 2 or 3 years. I know I've known about it for at least a couple of years myself, and I'm not really heavy into it. So that lets you know right there that there is a gross demand, right? It's just like when you as a sneakerhead, you always want the hottest collab in your hand right now, right? Mm-hmm. You want it before everybody else gets it, because it's such a limited release. Everyone's not going to be able to get it. Same thing with this, except, you got a little bit deeper pockets when it comes to this community as opposed to sneakers, though. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, 4 or 5 years out at least. Jay, keep me honest here.
No, I mean, listen, when you talk about the platform, before Corvette talked about the first mid-engine Corvette, we knew about it 3 years ahead of time. We've already seen renderings. 3 years ahead of time, it was being talked about. And I just want to let everybody know this. When you're talking about that Z06, right? Did you guys know, like, you pay a fraction of the price, right, for that Z06 that barely lost to a Lambo, Aventador. It barely loses to that Lambo. And so they're really pushing this to be absolutely something totally different when it comes to this Corvette game. And I've said this a long time ago, bro. I know we're talking about sneakers, but I feel like what's going to happen with Corvette is still going to be a Chevy brand, but it's going to become its own brand where you only can go to a Corvette dealership. I see that in the future, right? I can see that in the future. Don't mean it will happen, but I can see it. Just like Mommy Year, for example, right? We love the Mommy Years. Mommy Years have better quality. You could say Mommy Year is more like the Lexus for Nike, and you can say the Travis Scott is more like the Corvette. The question is who's going to win that long run haul? Who's going to win the long run? Right now, it's Travis Scott. We already know number 2 is Armand, but we do not know. Time will only tell.
So, Mr. Think, when you get on those calls, like for Tesla, how far into the future do they get into some of their, like, how much do they talk about some of their R&D? Like, how much do they pause? How much do they
Yeah,
talk?
research and
Just in
development.
case.
I know where you're going with it.
I know, but just in case.
I know where you're going with it.
Just in case. But yeah, how much do they get into, the future in terms of what they're looking to produce? Because mind you, before they did that show where they brought out the robots, they brought out like that iRobot looking bus that they brought out, the self-driving cars. But how many months beforehand did you hear about that prior to actually seeing it?
All right. Normally, whenever we talk about this situation, this conversation right here, I stand on the opposite side, and I don't get fatigued. I don't get tired of hearing things in advance. It doesn't bother me anyway, to be honest with you. Whether I know about it a year and a half in advance, I kind of stand on that. What makes it easier for me to get over is how frequently they drop sneakers. So to answer your question about Tesla, on the investor side, they always want to keep investors like interested. So they'll tell you about projects even years out. Wall Street don't care about years out because things can change.
Correct.
Wall Street like to do this like 6 to 12 month, kind of deal. They don't want to speculate anything past that. But as far as the investors, I mean, just to talk about Tesla real quick, they're focusing on robo taxis right now. They're really trying to get like this whole, autonomous driving thing going. But even beyond robo taxis, they're already talking about this Optimus robot, which is going to blow the robo taxi valuation of business out the water. And that robot's not even coming until a little bit later after the taxis, just to give an example. So we're talking 2030, with robots at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the sneakers. One thing that makes it easier for me, like I did see Robert. I think Robert had mentioned something about he said I want to be excited for sneakers again, and he thought about deleting Z Sneakerhead's account just so that he can be excited.
I was gonna bring that up.
To his point, that doesn't me seeing stuff in advance doesn't bother me at all. What makes it easier for me to get over is, like I told y'all, I didn't hit any Travis last year, but it's okay when another sneaker's dropping next week. And then when I don't hit on that, it's okay when another sneaker's dropping next week. So I kind of forget about it. I know I didn't get them, but like it's not like, wow, there's only one sneaker a month, and if you don't hit this month, then you're kind of out of luck, and now you don't have no content to make. And no.
Well,
I can.
Here's the thing with one sneaker a month. It makes it easy to do a reach back. It makes it easier then, because then you can save up some bread and go ahead and pick them up if you got to off the secondary market.
Yeah, I feel that, and I'm not necessarily saying one sneaker a month, but
I know what you're getting.
We getting a sneaker a week, multiple sneakers a week, and it's kind of like, you know what, I can pick up something else and be happy and be satisfied or whatever, and there's kind of like no deep urge to be like, well, I have to go get that kick. It's like, yeah, I really don't. There's something else dropping soon. Just have some patience, and you can cop another fire kick, maybe even below retail at this point. So.
Get a juicy.
But here's the thing though. When it comes to these cars, a lot of times you can, if you're in the know, if you're in that group, you can pre-order the car. You can pre-order the new rendition of like, the top of the line like Mustang or Corvette, or even some of the higher ends. Like I know with Ferrari, you had a lot of times in order to buy a new Ferrari that's coming out, you would have had to own a couple other Ferraris before you can have your name on the list to go ahead and buy them. When it's interesting though, because people don't necessarily get tired of seeing the new car that's going to drop. They get super excited for it and they can't wait to get their hands on it. But in the essence, when it comes to sneakers, because there's so many, obviously, that they're talking about, and you hear about it almost on a daily basis, and then you got the fatigue of YouTube and You got people making like 10 videos about the same shoe, and then pretty much all the big YouTubers, like you click through there and it's all like the same videos. Like that fatigue gets put on you pretty much due to, you see the post from Sneaker News, you see the post from Z Sneakerhead, and then you got the YouTubers, and it's funny because they all kind of follow the same pattern of, oh, you need to watch this video before you go buy these shoes, or
Right.
or breaking news, there might be something up with this shoe, or you may not be able to get your hand. It's like these fear tactics all the time. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, you watch it a lot, it's just like, man, listen, these shoes ain't gonna be that difficult to get so long as you actually want to go out and get it. Like,
Where you
listen, go ahead.
You said something that I want to touch on. Not only do you see a lot of the heavier, the larger sneaker YouTubers, channels, but a lot of them now are selling the same kicks. So that goes that goes right back to what we're talking about. If you are in that crowd, if you know in the know, just like we talked about with the Ferrari, just like we talked about with the cyber trucks or Tesla, if you are in the know and you can go ahead and get an early rendition or early product, they go out and sell them. So what that does is to like consumers, what that does is to smaller channels, it hurts because when the sneaker release and we cop it, right? And then it's like, okay, we've already seen this video like 2 months ago. You late. We don't want to watch your video. We don't want to watch it. Or you got people out here who saying, hey man, they'll tell you now, they're being bold. Oh, this is a fake, bro, but you can go ahead and buy this fake from me for $39.99. Right.
You're right.
You can go ahead and put these on now. So this hurts smaller channels. And I'm not talking about y'all. I'm gonna talk about myself, right? I'm talking about myself. It hurts because it's like, yo, I did the joint. But on the flip side, I noticed too with a lot of these guys out here, and I'm not like naming names or something like that. It's not everybody, but sometimes people be like, you know what? I don't really know about this sneaker. Let me get on my phone and let me give you guys information. I'm sitting here like, yo, there's no reason why such and such should have 40,000 views when J Elevate got only 300, 500, maybe 1,000 views, and I'm hitting you with the real sloppy drop, boom, boom, pause, right? The real history, the real joints. So it to me, it turns people who know about the sneaker. Like, I'm not saying I know everything. Let's not do that. But when you talk about history, we talk about certain things. I just don't understand. So, part of it is the YouTube algorithm. Part of it is it's all about who supports you. So if I went on ahead and start getting sneakers 4 months ahead of time and I start selling sneakers early, does that make sense? Some of these YouTubers that you guys watch, y'all give them 10,000 views every view. They've been caught selling fakes. Help me out.
Who got caught? Name them.
Listen, this I'm not going into that. I'm not going into that. But what I'm saying is, no, because it's not that's not what this is about. This is just about being honest about how this turns consumers off, but also those who are content creators. This is really where I'm going. If you're not first, you last. Just OG, you are so correct, bro. You have to be early to be on time. And everybody cannot spend $600 to $1,000 to give people an early review. I mean, listen, I can't do it. I'm not in that crowd.
Yo, speaking of, I just sent this to our WhatsApp, but Unbreakable got the 5s for $385 for sale.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
So, hey, chat, y'all can see what's going on in the chat. Y'all can read what's going on. You feel me?
Yeah, it's
so I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, it's I mean, listen, we already saw, like I was saying earlier, Black Cat 3s have already hit the street. They was going between 300, 375, depending on who you were getting them from. It'd be an interesting deep dive to try to figure out how these people get, and I'm not even talking about the YouTubers. I'm talking about people like Fine Line 1721. There's another one here. Zay, what's his name? Zeta, not Zeta Kicks. Zay. Oh, Souls by Zay. He's another one that gets early shoes in bulk. It's crazy to see, and it's not just like one or two pairs or something like that. It's like a whole pallet of freaking sneakers that they got, as if like they got shipped to the store. But he's got full size run, multiple sizes to be able to sell them early. So there's obviously a way to do it,
Right.
and to get the early shoe, it's either you go to one of them for the early shoe to try to do the review and then sell it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Or somehow you figure out how you can get, the whole stack of shoes early. I mean, it's going to cost you some money, but you can move them.
So Jay, to your point, because I do agree with you, and I wonder if I would. Let's look into the future. Let's say we all had 10,000, 20, 30, 50,000 subscribers, and we're not only monetized, but we're making some pretty good money on YouTube. At that point, I think it'd actually be smart to invest into early releases, because you're going to get the money right on back anyway, just from your viewership. You know what I mean? AdSense and all that. So I'm not going to sit here and kind of knock them for that, because in order to be competitive within this market, you kind of got to do what everyone else is doing at that point too. It's like, hey, if you're about to drop this 6 months early, well, I'm about to drop it 6 months early, maybe even 7 months if I can get it before you and be the first one. So and that timeline just keeps getting. I'm not going to say I wouldn't do it right now where I'm at with monetization and stuff like that. It's not even worth me doing. It's not worth me spending money like that to get a shoe in advance, but like I said, to your point, it's not worth it to me, you know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit here and say I wouldn't do it. If I was a bigger content creator, I'm pretty much going to have to stay competitive in the field. And I think that's what these guys are doing.
So
it's competition.
So Mr. Thing, I don't disagree with you, bro. I don't disagree with you at all. Like, I agree with you 1,000%. You have to be there with the competition. You have to stay afloat. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying more so from a consumer standpoint, right? And from a content creator standpoint. You know what I mean? It bores when the sneaker releases, everybody's bored now. You know
I agree with that. I agree with that. But if you make a 10K a month, what's $500 on an early kick?
Right. I don't disagree with you
one
at all.
video is probably going to pull in like 1,000 at that point.
So here's a question I want to pose to the channel here, to the chat, to the panel. And Mr. Think, you actually kind of touched on it in a way earlier in the statement when you were saying, hey, there's essentially going to be a different sneaker releasing every week, right? So if you go for and we talked about this last night, if you go for, say, hypothetically, every sneaker per week, right, for the rest of the year, I mean, that's almost $8,900+ $1,000 right there. 9 bands out the door, right? Now, you add the influx of all of these early pairs, and we've noticed, and Where Your Kicks and I have talked about this, where there's just been a massive influx of early pairs. And it felt like last year was the catalyst for that. We start seeing pairs way earlier. I'm not talking about it used to be 3 months out, 6 months out. Now we're seeing it almost 9 months out in certain cases, right?
Yeah.
So now you have arguably one of the busiest year for Nike in the last like 10 years, especially around OGs, right? I mean, we're not talking about the ones that are potentially getting pushed to 2026. We're talking about the ones we know for a fact are set in stone as far as releases go. And yeah, we know they're synonymous. They do change from here and there. They move them around or they push them to the next year. But for right now, set in stone for the calendar. With that being said, early pairs, they are going to tax the hell out of you for those early pairs. With such a sneaker influx coming, you do not have time to catch your breath, right? So now you're pelted week after week after week, month after month after month with all of your childhood fantasies, with all the sneakers that you've been going for. You couldn't get, now you finally got the opportunity to spin the block and get them this year, right? How does that work in tandem with the influx of what the like Unbreakable Kicks, for example, with these resellers are taxing you to get early pairs? Are you able to do both? Are you able to get early pairs, and are you able to hit all of those OGs or whatever your list is for this year all in tandem at the same time? Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Listen, on top of that, all the focusing on all the OGs, right? We're talking about Aqua 8s, Bugs Bunny 8s, White Cement 4s, shoes like that. Those are going to be your GRs, right? They're pretty much releasing everywhere. What we don't know is things like the Rare Air 4s, the Rare Air 3s, where are those going to be releasing? Undefeated 4. I mean, we know they're coming from Undefeated and probably Sneakers app, but are they possibly getting released from any other place? And then you have the Nike, the one with the Nike Air on the back and the one with the Jumpman. Like, how are they doing those? The GRs themselves, to pay over for a GR that you should be able to get, like, it makes no sense. Like Tyler said earlier, why are you paying $100, $150, $200 over just to have a GR early? You essentially paid for another pair of shoes retail just to get a retail shoe early.
Unless
and also to kind of backtrack a little bit, because we kind of talked about this earlier. Once again, we're talking about content creation, right? We're talking about clicks and views and monetizing, getting paid. How do you know these sneakers are real?
Uh-oh.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like what's really stopping somebody from getting an early fake pair just to have this review? And, because of credibility and name and sources and stuff like that, like we talk to, obviously, we're friends behind the scenes, and we talk to each other behind the scenes, and we only mess with real kicks. With none of us here, mess with UAs. If that's your thing, if that's what you do, that's what you do. We don't do it, right? But who's to even say, like, like these early releases are even like authentic?
Hey,
I mean, it's clicking views. It's clicking views, man.
Shout out to Robert Williams, that you're not going to wear until next year.
Hard.
That is a hard fact, right?
Hard fact.
That you're not going to wear until next year.
Hard fact.
Facts. Hey, yo, facts. I got shoes now I still ain't worn from 2024 that I'll bust out at some point this year.
Correct. I do that on purpose. Yeah.
Hard facts, bro.
That is.
How many pairs y'all got in your collection that you bought and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna bust these out in like a year or two?
Yeah, I do that on purpose. Like literally on purpose. Yep.
Yeah, that's like comment of the day right there. Hard facts on that.
Before though, it's a dopamine effect, right? For a lot of people, right? Just like gambling is like that. It creates that sense of urgency, that dopamine effect, that rush
when you win.
Right.
When you win.
Some people, kind of carry that same philosophy over to sneakers, which, hey, each to his own. But yeah, I mean, any early pairs I've ever gotten, I've never paid extra for. It's just been off the strength of relationships I have. And I still wouldn't touch them for like 6, 7, 8 months, a year out.
If you can get an early pair retail or below, if somehow to get it below. For example, okay, I don't know how we're gonna really fashion the black toes, right? So I like Mr. Things got the black. I got the black toes early, black toe reimagined.
Yep.
But I had goat money, so I was able to get them way under retail, $135. Now technically they had the 2024 like kind of flash release when they got kicked to 2025, But another shoe I picked up, the Midnight Navy Jordan 1s that released last year. I was able to get those early for under retail. But I don't think I'd look at it now at this point. If that shoe was like $250 before release day, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna wait for release day and pick them up at that 180.
Right.
And this notion about, like, I get it, like with content creation, yeah, if you have the shoe early, it should pull in more views. But that's not always the case. Just because you have an early sneaker doesn't necessarily mean that you're automatically going to get the views you think you're going to get on a video. So we can't just say just because you got the early shoe. Now, granted, we've all sat back and talked about a few people out here to where they basically do what Jay said. They don't know not a damn thing at all about the shoe, but they steady putting it out there, having go, wait a minute, let me look something up real quick, because they don't even have like the basics on it. And somehow, some way, that video is getting 10K, 20K views.
Right.
We see it all the time.
Shout out to Ty. We got 5 minutes. Anybody going after them little green soccer joints? Anybody
So-
on anybody on panel touching them?
You know what? Let me say
Real
this
quick,
to everybody, right?
Before I let you rock with
My bad,
that,
my
Jay,
bad,
we
my
talking
bad.
about these right here.
Yep.
Yes, these are dropping today. They're calling these the Gatos. Is this a skate shoe? What is this?
I think it's soccer.
Is it soccer? Okay, yeah, 2010 indoor soccer shoe has been seeking its revival for some time now. The beloved Gato is back, primed and ready for the streets. 110 on these. I'm not mad at these. These are clean.
You know, and this is
like
this is what I want to talk
samba
about.
competition.
Yeah, I can see that.
Do you guys remember Nike said in 2024 that they were going to start producing sneakers at more of affordable price, right, for their consumers, because people are complaining about how expensive sneakers have gotten. And this is shout out to Nike for doing this, because this is a prime example of what they're trying to do. They're trying to appease some of their customers who are saying, listen, I just can't spend $250, $240 on sneakers. We need something more affordable. So shout out to Nike for doing something. This is a nice sneaker, in my opinion, a nice kick to walk around and just chill in. So shout out to them for doing that, for finding a way to produce a sneaker at a lower cost.
Real quick, remember how they talked about the Jordan 4s were supposed to go to 225, like all across the board?
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing posts where some of these GR4s that are coming out are only going to be at 215. I've been seeing this now, where some of these shoes now are not going to be priced up like initially. Now, granted, rare Air Force are 225, undefeateds, they're supposed to be 225, but like white cement 4, I've been seeing a lot of posts where they only have them at 215. I'm not mad at it,
Right.
but I wonder if maybe they are backtracking on some of the price hikes. I wonder.
I talked about this. I said Nike has to find a way to lower the price point or leave it the same, because sneakers is just too high. This is another reason why people are turned off from sneakers. It's just too high, and we're not getting that quality we deserve. They're going to either have to scale back on the price to go ahead and really move sneakers, even though we know they're trying to appease their investors. But sometimes you have to scale back on something in order to propel forward. So if they're going to either maintain that same price point from 2024, which I still think sneakers the price point should be lowered. I still think Nike can make more of a profit, do a better job with going ahead and lowering the price point and making more money. But if they're going to at least maintain that same price point, do better when it comes to the quality control.
Well, I think the flip side to that as well is it's still too early on in the year. We don't know what's about to happen with the new regime changes, with the way that we've been approaching tariffs, for the last few years versus where we're going to take them this year. And that's going to have a massive influx effect on, economic pricing across the board, not only for e-commerce, but also, for merchandising and everything else across the board. So we just got to wait. We just got to wait and see how this shakes out. But Jay, you definitely were spot on with your point. I definitely agree with it under normal circumstances. But this year is going to be a year of unicorns, if that makes any type of sense to a lot of people at all.
Yeah, for sure. Agreed. Hey, the drop just took place. So
yeah, I just heard
it's
it.
10 o'clock for anybody going for those. And to Jay's point, for example, these right here, why were these 225?
Yeah, that's.
And then the what's the green pair called that dropped last year? The green and orange pair. I can't remember the name. Why were those 225? No real reason on those.
Mm-hmm.
They 200 should have been the bottom line on them. Shit, I remember when fives were just 190, and then they put them at 200. The olives, thanks, Tyler. Yes, the olive fives that dropped last year. Those were also 225.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the Kobe's. Remember the Kobe's went up. Went up $10.
Yeah, they talked about Kobe's going up $10. Yep,
$10.
That's another one.
$10.
Now they're going to be at 200 for those.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like for example, when they drop these flu game 12s, what do we think price is going to be on those? 210? Or are they going to hit us with 225?
Flu game.
No one can figure out why we getting hit. No one can figure out why we getting hit for 250 with them 85 high breads. Although, like I've been saying, by the time Nike get done with that shoe, it's going to seem like a bargain to get them for 250. Because right now you can get early pairs for $2,000.
That's wild.
$2,000 right now you can get early pairs. They got them on GOAT right now. $2,000 if you want them.
Sheesh.
And people going to buy them. People going to buy them. I'm telling you, people going to buy them Jones early. They definitely going to. If they bought, listen, if you recall, Lost and Founds, when they first came out, they was around $1,500. You could get those early. Now, granted, as we got closer and closer to release day, the prices came down on them significantly, and now they hover.
Games.
Yeah, Jay needs a new pair for sure.
Yeah, Miles said he still got his from '97. I had those back then too.
These are originals. These ain't OG. These are originals from '97.
Yeah.
Do they look like those, Miles? Though? Do they look like those?
Damn.
These are originals from '97 and the Obsidians as well. I have the originals from high school.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Man, maybe, dude, it'd be dope if you could find like a busted B grade and be able to soul swap them joints and bring the OGs back to life.
Oh, they wouldn't be originals no more then.
Soul swap them?
Nah, they wouldn't be originals.
The uppers would be.
The uppers would be, yeah.
Yeah, the uppers would be.
Hey, Jeffrey said my stuff is cooked.
Yes.
Yo, when Wear Your Kicks like profile picture shows, it should be a picture of those. Like, wore the hell out of those.
Yeah, show them cook John.
He wore his kicks.
You know what? Now look, I know Mr. Think got some cook sneakers, bro.
Oh, you know I do.
Mr. Think is a 5-star chef on some of his shoes, bro.
Damn.
My man definitely got some cook shoes over there. The what were these joints? I know these joints right here.
God.
These joints.
Oh, yours look. That is so.
Mine are pristine. No. I'm talking about you have this pair, and you basically them joints well done.
You know what though? I'm surprised because he wears the hell out of these sneakers. I'm super shocked they're not cooked. Those fearless ones you have, like, whoa, like those things are like showroom mint condition still. I don't know how you keep them looking like that. The patent leather joints.
Yeah, I wear them. Look at the box. Look, you see the box to them?
Damn.
You see that box? But Pete.
Right. Hey, that box has seen some things, but those bad boys are flawless.
Ooh.
And you're right. I wear them a lot.
Mm.
No, you're right.
Pause. You polish your patent leather?
Do I polish? Nah, just keep them clean. Just keep them clean.
Nah, for real though. I was saying this. I forgot when I talked about this before, but I looked up a secret cleaning video from Rejuvenator, and one of the items they had on there was legit turtle wax car polish for a patent leather shoe that they were restoring.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
I'll look into it. Yeah,
legit.
Oh yeah, no, I'll look into it.
That you can use that, like, shit, maybe even Armor All on them joints.
Yo, shout out Mr. Think, man. If anybody in the chat is looking, man, to like rejuvenate or rejuvenate your sneakers, hey, check his channel out, man. He does some crazy tips and tricks for cleaning your sneakers and bringing them back to life. So check him out.
Appreciate that.
Jeffrey Flight said, "My dude made war with those." You talking about your 12s, Jay? Them Jones seen the First, Second, and Korean War. Which ones are those? Oh man, those Obsidian.
These are
joints?
OGs.
Obsidian.
I mean, these
Obsidians.
these
Yeah.
are originals from high
Yep.
school.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it. I ain't mad at you.
Damn. Oh man, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody being tapped in here. First episode of 2025. Man, we're super excited for what's coming this year, man. And it's going to be a lot of great conversations, a lot of great cops. Remember, the lives are lucky, y'all. The lives are lucky. Yo, we got to get that on the shirt. We definitely. It's part of the merch package. We got to get that on the shirt. DJ Tyler asks, top 3 most anticipated OGs of 2025. Perp, you want to go first on that?
Man, that's a tough one. I haven't really had time to really give this. There's so much out there. Number one, I want those gammas.
Oh, yes.
Triple up for me. My first triple up ever in life.
Triple up. Are you gonna air seal them? You gonna air seal the other 2 pairs to preserve them?
Hey, you are. I'm gonna have them like bronze baby shoes on the mantle. Okay? I'm telling you, on full display until we're ready to rip that pack off.
Shout out to DJ Martin. They just restocked the 11s on Champs.
We talking about the Legend Blues?
Legend
Yep.
Blues
Columbia?
restocked on Champs.
Mhm.
Yep, I see it.
Good intel, DJ Martin.
Great
good work.
intel. Great intel.
The white cement fours. I mean, come on, yeah, that just goes without saying right there. Like let's go. I'm excited. You know what? This one isn't Jordan brand, but I'm excited about this because this is like childhood nostalgia. I know a lot of people aren't, which I'm happy for because this means more for me. The Diamond Turfs that are dropping this month.
Diamond Turfs. Okay.
I gotta have them. I mean, that was like my intro into a sneaker outside of Jordan brand. 1992, 1993 for me. And that sneaker, and I still have mine, by the way. I just got to dig them out. I still have mine from 1993.
Nice.
So definitely that's gonna be my top 3 right there offhand. Even though that third one doesn't really count, but still worth an honorable mention.
Real quick, Juan, do you have I hope I said that right too. Do you have the Nike SB Low Futura Laboratory Sunblast, the Friends and Family? That isn't absolutely not. No, I do not have that shoe. I have the regular Futura SB Dunks. But no, the Friends and Family joints, you're a very you should go play the lottery if you was able to touch those shoes like that.
I wonder what they're going for right now on resale.
Well, Goat didn't Goat have that up on a platform?
The Friends and Family. I'm sure some people were selling them. I'm sure
I think it was the auction. If I'm correct, I think it was on the auction side. I think it was on the auction side. I think.
Mr. Think, top 3 most anticipated OGs for 2025.
Let me do we have a list up for that? Can I look at what's dropping?
It is a lot.
That's a long list.
It is a long list. Jay,
let me take a peek. Let me find something.
Number 3 would be the steel 10s with the toe cap.
Okay, steel 10s.
Number 2 would be the Bugs Bunny 8s.
Oh,
and 1 would absolutely be the greatest sneaker created to known man, which is a triple up, the Air Jordan 4 white cement.
Yeah, I know he's going cement.
I mean, he's only been going for it for the last 15 years. So my question to you all is, do we think those Bugs Bunny 8s are going to be a problem when they drop?
No.
I don't think so.
Easy cop?
I don't know about Easy Cop, but we going to get them. I know that. I know we going to get them because we ain't going to be lazy.
Right.
Mr. Think, you got an idea?
Yeah. I'm thinking because I'm with Perp on the Gammas. I'm with Jay on the cements. And somebody threw it up there 85 high. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Hold on for 1 second. Grant
He
would
said, "How y'all the
bring
exact same skin tone?"
number one. I'm highly disrespected by that comment right there because that was very disrespectful. Because number one, everybody knows Jay is the same color as a light bulb, fluorescent. Okay,
Damn.
so we're not gonna go there. Okay, so there's that right there. Second, can we kick him because I'm just offended right now. I'm offended that
We all look a little bit lighter. I got a ring light. I got 2 ring lights all up in my face right now. So
First of all, everybody knows I'm the darkest one out.
Stop it, Jay. Stop.
First of all,
Stop it.
There you go.
Jay,
first
get
of
your
all,
ass checked, bro.
Listen. I'm just telling everybody right now. Mr. Think absolutely is the color banana compared to me, bro. Listen, you address me as Hershey's. Everybody knows.
Hold on. Did you say the color banana?
Pause. And
Did you say he looked like the color banana?
And Jay's the only one on the panel not using a ring light, by the way. He's got that.
I'm not using one.
Light.
I'm using the natural outside light right now coming through.
Jay said, "I am the ring light."
Damn. Jeffrey Flight said, "Jay whiter than me, and I'm white."
Yo.
Oh.
Oh no.
Man, y'all gonna respect my chocolateness, man.
Man, I would say my most anticipated though for next year, OG wise.
That's a tough one.
I'd probably say, man, I'd probably say white cement 4s for sure.
At 1 or 3?
I'm not even ranking them. I'm just putting them on there. White cement 4s, so I can complete the 4 horsemen of the originals. I would also put on there flu game 12s.
Ooh.
Because I was gonna actually try to buy those last year, and then I heard that they were coming out this year, and I was like, "Ooh, thank God I didn't pull the trigger on that."
Ooh.
And then I would say, for the last one, man, I'd probably go those the 85 hybrids would probably be it. Yeah, those would be the top 3 OGs.
Ooh.
Those would be the top 3. I see some of you guys in here talking about 95 Air Max Neons, Gammas.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the Gammas are going to be a nice release. Listen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. Now, would you all say what was a better episode? The Reimagined 4 episode of last year or the Military Blue episode? I hope we don't split on this. What would you guys say was a better episode of Cops?
You said Military
Blue or the Reimagined Bread 4s?
Or Bread 4?
Reimagined Bread 4.
Military Blue.
Oh, Jay's gonna go Military Blue all day.
Military Blue.
I would lean towards the Military Blue as far as what we saw, the amount of W's we saw that day. We saw a plethora of W's that day. Of W's. And I'm bringing that up.
Go ahead.
I'm bringing that up, though, just to kind of get your guys' prediction on. Now, we don't know what shoes are releasing on a Saturday, right? We don't know. But let's just say all things being equal that we knew they were going to release on a Saturday. What shoe would you guys anticipate seeing a whole lot of crazy W's for next year?
You mean for this year?
For this year. Sorry. Yeah, we are in 2025.
Bro.
I gotta get used to it. We're 4 days in.
That's a very, very tough question because this year is so packed. Like this is bonkers. You know what I mean? This is the year of the bunkness, bro. Like that's a tough one, bro. Because I'm trying to take feelings out of it, but it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, okay. So Ken Norton says white cement 4s for next year,
and that's what I'm going for.
So my
That's
only thing with the Weissman 4s is we know sometimes there's a lull during the summertime. We know there's there's so much going on with vacations and different things going on during the summer that we know sometimes there's a lull in sneakers itself.
Ooh, fire
I have to.
fives.
I'm with Ken.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is
Great
a good one. I
fives.
forgot about it.
Great fives. Great fives of fire. I would say grapes over fire reds in terms of
blasphemy.
Mm.
Blasphemy.
Listen,
I like that.
Shame. Shame him.
So whip out the
when you
holy water.
Look, how often though do we see a colorway like the grape fives? To me, like, we get how many reds? How many red, black, and white shoes? How many releases of those do we get?
Wear your kicks.
We get a lot of those colorways.
I agree with you, bro. But for me, it's still the fire red fives. But yes, the grape fives, bro. Like, I need that back in my collect. I don't disagree with you, but man, those fire red fives are just special. We do get a lot of red.
I'm not saying.
Like,
listen, I'm not saying they're not. Understand what I'm talking about right now, right? When you look at a lot of the colorways, we get a ton of grays, we get a ton of greens, blues, reds, blacks. We don't get like a ton of like purple kicks like that. We really don't.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And these things, these are clean, bro. Like, super clean.
The last time we had the perps was the Will Smiths. Remember the lace? They didn't the ones that were not laced up.
Fresh Prince joints.
The Fresh Prince grays. That was the last time we got those.
What do you guys think will do better, based on that question? Aqua 8s or Bugs Bunny 8s?
Bugs Bunnies.
Bugs Bunny.
That's not a debate.
You guys think Bugs Bunny? Chat. What do y'all think? Aqua 8s or Bugs Bunnies?
Bugs Bunnies, bro.
What do you guys think are gonna do better?
I go Bugs Bunny. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Ken had a good question.
What's up? Where is he at?
He said, "Do y'all think the Gamma 11s are gonna do better than the 11s?"
No way. That was a serious question.
Yes.
No way.
They
no
will.
way.
Sure.
We don't even.
I'd say so.
Ken is trolling the chat.
Chat's coming in. Aqua 8s.
Wow. Coming in.
Kenny says Bugs
he said
Bunny.
the bunnies.
Yeah.
Bunnies for sure.
I don't know, man. I think them Aqua 8s is going to do something.
Aqua 8's a fire.
I think them Aqua 8s are going to do something.
Aqua 8's a fire.
Me personally, I would get the Aqua 8s over the Bugs Bunnies, but the Bugs Bunnies are absolutely going to do better than Aqua 8s. Absolutely.
Shout out
Chris
to Chris
Holland
for subbing up. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the subs. Hey, y'all, double tap that screen for us too, man. If y'all liking the stream, One Pair at a Time podcast channel, man, double tap the screen, subscribe up to the channel.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Listen, this first episode of the year, but I'm telling you right now, guys, you definitely want to tune in because you never know we're going to pop up with some giveaways, pop up some raffles, different things going to be going down on there. Hate to lose. What's up, bro? What's up?
It's my guy in the building.
Hate to lose, man. You going to SneakerCon this month?
Yeah, man. He gonna be out there.
He gonna be
I'm
there.
I'm staying with him.
Okay. White Cement 4, Great 5, Bread 85, SC Trader, AK. Oh yeah, they are bringing back those Bo Jacksons.
Yep, they are bringing back.
I saw
the
that.
Bows.
They are bringing back the Bo Jacksons.
Mm-hmm.
Way back in their back.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Man.
We appreciate everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all for real.
Facts. Let's see here. What else we got? Hold on, a couple comments here. Let me run through these a little bit. What else we got? So Real TV, shout out to you for being tapped in. Appreciate you being here. What else we got here? DJ Tyler says Aqua 8s. Robert Williams 8s. Ken says Bugs Bunnies. BT Cartenias 85 said Bugs is going to do better, but I want those Aqua 8s more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll see.
We pretty split. It's pretty much a split, pretty much.
It's not a black
David says, man, y'all ain't giving away no shoes just like me. Hey, you never know, man. You never know. Actually, hold on. We did do giveaway on shoes. Well, no, it was a raffle, but still,
Same difference. It's still
same difference.
Yeah, I'm
Same
gonna be selling.
difference.
I'm actually gonna be selling some kicks this year, man. I'm getting away. I'm giving away at least, not giving. I'm selling probably about like 50 pairs. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm tossing.
50
I'm
pairs.
tossing.
Wow.
Yeah.
You gotta make room, right?
You know, I need to throw some funds up in the market. I ain't playing. So
Gail
Yep.
Davis
I'll be
says we chasing nostalgia.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
especially
No.
with these diamond turfs.
You know what we don't talk about is those shadow 85 highs at all. That's kind of like people see it, but they ain't really talking about it too much. How y'all
They're
feel
not
about the
acknowledging
shadow
it.
85s?
They're not acknowledging it. No.
Per, we talked about that one yesterday, bro.
Yeah, I was one of the people that didn't acknowledge it, and Jay was one of the people that did. So
I did. He said we're not acknowledging.
Split factions.
So
Yeah.
you don't like them, the shadow 85s.
Well, I kind of drew the comparison to the 85 Georgetowns that dropped. Was it last year? Year before last? It was 20
Year before last.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, I mean, I had them in hand and I hated them. It was the cheapest, most disrespectful quality of material build you can imagine, and the shadow ones are just giving me that vibe right now. I could be wrong, but it's just giving me that vibe right now, just from the pictures I've seen so far. So that's what's turning me off of.
Do you know what's crazy, Perp? I actually had those shoes twice. Like literally, I had them,
The
got rid of
Georgetowns.
them, liked them again, picked them up again, never wore them, got rid of them.
Right.
No
Yeah.
lie.
Georgetowns. You
Georgetowns,
talking about
yeah.
the Georgetown joints?
Yep. I had them twice and tossed them. Yep.
He's like, I ain't doing this shit a third time.
Yep.
Speaking of, we still gotta hunt you down a pair of them pine green 4s, bro.
Yeah, because that other pair is canceled now, right?
The red pair,
The
yeah.
red
pair, not
They
the
red pair is
canceled it.
toast.
And I think they canceled them because of the those burnt orange Nigels that are coming out.
Okay. Yeah.
Which
Yeah, I still need some
man,
pine
look.
green 4s, man. Yep.
I'm all for the Nigel shoes coming. That's another collab coming with the Bike Air on the back. Those, and then he's also coming out with another pair of lows.
Robert said we got Black Cat raffles on
Dick's Sporting
DSG.
Good. Okay.
Good info, Robert. Good info.
That's
Is
good work.
that-
I'm about to go. I'm about to sign up right now. Right now. I'm gonna sign up
Is
right
that
now.
for online or in store and online? Robert, let us know.
They also dropped it on End as well.
And clothing got
clothing.
them. Someone else has a raffle too that they put out there. Oh, you know what's crazy is what was it? Nordstrom dropped the grade school sizes early.
Mm-hmm.
They dropped those and
Those green
those
pairs.
those women Jordan 4s got released early. The Seafoam joints
Seafoam
got released early. Now, how is it they were allowed to do that? But if you recall, I forgot what website it was. Remember they released the 11s early and then they had to cancel all the orders?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how are they allowed to get away with releasing those shoes early, but that other site had to cancel orders because they released them too early? Like, what? Has anybody got any info on that, on who's allowed to release stuff early?
Nah, that I do not have, but that's a very good question.
Tyler Nordstrom is straight junk. I'm gonna put Tyler in timeout. Everything's junk. Where are those Blueberry 12s? I don't know, bro. Your guess is as good as mine. I heard a lot of people say they could get them things in the big, but see, there's small sizes and then there's our sizes. Can you find them in the big sizes? There's a lot of people talking about those. Oh yeah, those 12s were sitting in my area. Yeah, what size though?
Yeah.
The 12s were sitting in my area. The Kobe Air Force Ones were sitting in my area, and of course, all smaller sizes. Yeah.
So, what's this? Secretatours.com. Okay, it's got the raffles on there. Y'all go to the Jeffrey Flight. Put the link in the chat.
Sneaker Nostris.
Sneaktorious.
Notorious.
.com.
Okay.
Sneaktorious.com. He said they restocked on snipes this morning. The Blueberry 12, size 10.5. Well, it's too small for my feet.
Hmm.
I'm saying Nordstrom was to drop those 12s on December 28th and never
They
did.
never did, John.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, just like Wu-Tang was supposed to redrop the Wu-Tang Dunks. And then because the bots got in there, and now we didn't see them no more either. It was Chic that had the Legend Blue 11s early, but had to cancel them because I was one of the one that ordered and had it canceled. Yes, thank you for that. Yeah, so why was Chic having to cancel their stuff, but
I remember that.
Nordstrom and the other ones didn't have to do that?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's wild.
It could have been a mistake.
Nah, people got their pairs.
I mean, we know people got their pairs, but
to do two shoes in a row, early in a row, it ain't no way a mistake. You do two of them in a row.
He said we're not making no more mistakes.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, to do two shoes in a row, ain't no way that's a mistake, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Hey, Chris, just to answer your question real quick, my favorite shoes are just as far as silhouette is the Jordan 1 for me. That's my favorite. I got flat feet, and having a flat shoe just does me a lot of justice.
Jordan 1 all day.
Yeah.
Jordan 1 gang.
Fours for me. It's the fours.
The Jordan 1, bro.
4 all day.
The Jordan 1, like, but they kill it. They killing my honorable mention of them airships, bro. They ain't getting no airships this year.
Yo, where I thought about you the other day. There was a sneaker tuber down in your area. He was doing a little bit of outlet hopping. Man, he saw all those airships for like $35.
Ooh.
Was it a millionaire on a budget? You talking about millionaire on a budget or something like that? Sneaker on a budget?
Yeah, I was trying to avoid the name, but yeah.
Why we avoid names? They already on YouTube.
So, well, again, you know, certain people you want to steer traffic to, certain people you don't. So, the airships for the Tech Grays, the yellow joints, and the Every Games, $35. That's crazy.
Wow. I got every one of those pairs.
Big, like our sizes.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. The Andre Agassiz was getting released yesterday from JD Sport. Did you guys see that?
No, but I know the Andre Agassi, they do release this month.
The white and pink ones, and then they were also hitting people with a $10 off coupon on them joints too.
Ooh,
that's dope.
Balling on a budget. Yes. Love the airships.
Robert
Williams. Air Tech Challenge 2 release date is January 16th. My pair is out for delivery from Foot Locker. They released them on January 1st.
Dope. That's dope.
Dope on that.
Those Andre Agassi's, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Nostalgia, old school. Like, I'm loving it. So let me ask y'all this question, right? I know we talking about sneakers a lot, but because we seeing a lot of vintage sneakers pop off like those Andre Agassi's, like, do y'all think 2025 we're gonna start seeing more vintage wear, like vintage colors combos that we used to see in the 90s? I'm just saying, because that is a 90s color vibe. Let's just be honest, bro.
I mean, I feel like that's the direction Nike's trying to go. They're trying to do a little nostalgia run, right? You know, I mean, we're seeing it right now with the Bo Jacksons, with the Deion Sanders. I mean, I think they have a lot more in store up their sleeve to release, you know, between now and the end of the year. So, and even going into 26. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited. That's our childhood right there, you know, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of these things come out, bro. It's just like, damn. You know, when you think about coming up and you seeing people with the shoes, which is another topic of conversation we got to get into, because I know y'all saw the comments from Jim Jones, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, I didn't see.
You didn't see?
No.
So I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, just the first point, man. Like, and you know what's also crazy is just some of the moments you can remember seeing some of the games where Mike had these shoes on feet, man, and doing some of the things that he did in them. You know what I'm saying? Just it's crazy. It's crazy. But Mr. Think, Jim Jones came out and said that, one of the reasons he got influenced to buy sneakers, and he says a lot of people were influenced to buy sneakers, was because of the your corner pharmacists that used to be able to buy the shoes and have them on feet, and would consistently be able to get the shoes because they was out there hustling and be able to buy them. From his perspective, he thinks that that's what really helped to propel a lot of things forward in terms of sneakers for him. And then he ended it with, go argue with your mama about whether or not you agree or disagree with what it is he's got to say.
Right.
Inspiration comes from anywhere, bro. Anywhere, whether you agree or disagree. You know what I mean?
I mean, for you guys, what influenced you to want to get shoes like that?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, for me, I mean, yeah, we can talk about Jordan. We can talk about it was Jordan. Like, everybody want to fly like Mike, but I'm gonna tell you, like, growing up and during those times, and you're a kid, it's like you have something again that everybody just does not have. Also, because of the quality back then and pricing to me back then as a kid is not the same as today's pricing and quality today. So it was not, everybody didn't go to my school and had Jordans on when I had them on. It's not like I felt special or anything, but I had something that everybody else wasn't rocking, right? It's individualism. It was something that was different. Now everybody has the ability to get the same stuff over and over again. And this is why I love this right here, because it takes me back down memory lane, right? For all the hard work that my parents was able to do, right? For me to get what I had. So this brings back that's most important memories for me for 2025. Everything my parents did to make sure I had the best on feet. So, like, I remember, like, my pops, when my grandparents came over here to America, right? My pops used to have to take cardboard and cut out cardboards, so he can have, the soles of his feet so he can go to school. So to him, it was a very big deal to have nice shoes on your feet, bro. Mm-hmm. So this take back those memories. That's the main reason for me.
Now, Mr. Think, you grew up in New York City, right? So what about you? I mean, using the epicenter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm not even gonna give my parents all that credit. I had to work hard for my stuff, man. I had to get good grades and clean up the house. I had to earn my stuff, man. My parents, they made good money. They had good careers, but I had to earn like literally everything, man. And I mean, even back during that time, like you said, this isn't just Jordans, because when I was a kid, I mean, before things changed over, I'm just gonna go off of memory, man. Like back then, it was like Ralph Lauren and Polo and Tommy Hilfiger, Nautica, North Face, and all that. Then it turned over to like Carl Kanai and Fat Farm and like all of that stuff. Huh?
Avrix.
Oh, the Avrix, the leather Avrix, the 8-ball jackets, even before the Avrix. So yeah, and then when you take it down to the sneakers, yeah, like I mean, if you seen somebody who had it, I mean, like flat out, you wanted it, man. I mean, like that's what I mean. And I mean, if you go back, watch any Onyx or Wu-Tang or any of these Lost Boys, you just watch any of these old videos, everybody got it on. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, but to your point, Jay, I mean, growing up watching Jordan play and all that stuff, I mean, the very first time I touched a rim, I had J's on my feet, and they weren't even mine. They were my neighbors. You know what I mean? But like it's there is a nostalgic piece to it, for us. And I was gonna pose this question actually, because I really don't know, but I'm curious on what's like the age range for like Nike's like main audience. Like I'm kind of curious on like,
ooh,
like, is it us? Is it the old guys? You know what I mean? Is it the younger generation? Probably with the Travis Scotts, yes. But I'm kind of curious on like, what's their target audience?
Facts.
Well, who they try to advertise a lot to? Because listen, like, here's the thing: from Nike's perspective, they already got us. It's the newer generation that they gotta put stuff out to and advertise to and bring it in. I mean, that's why like on Christmas Day, you saw how many people in the NFL with them Grinch cleats on. You know what I
True.
mean? Like
True.
you see
Maurice
Nike
Malone, yeah,
trying to
Dada, Pelly, yeah, man, yeah.
Pele. I remember
Yeah,
that shit.
I'm
Dada.
just yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that it's they're trying to get the new ones. That's why I try to tell you guys, when it comes to the sneakers app, the algorithm looks at, all right, well, we already got this person hooked. We trying to get those who don't spend enough time on here hooked. So we're gonna get them these dubs on some of this limited stuff so we can get them hooked onto the app, and that will move on to the next.
Right.
It's just like some of these cell phone companies. They give more deals to new customers. They got you in the contract already. You kind of go to the wayside now. We trying to bring in the new blood into the system a lot of times.
Yep. Facts.
Maintaining a customer is it can be as difficult, but trying to bring in new customers is probably the tougher thing to do.
I can see that. Yeah, retention. Yeah.
And these kids, their attention span's only but so much. You know what I'm saying? Only but so much. So if you can start to capture that demographic early and get them hooked onto you, like my man said, what did he say? He said, my 5-year-old nephew likes my Nikes and Jordans. And that's the thing, like listen, during Christmas, right? All you saw were videos of kids opening up Nikes and Jordans, and they were like screaming. Some of them were crying tears of Jordans had grown men crying tears of joy because they got a pair for Christmas. Now y'all can say what you want about some of these older brands, but I ain't see one video out there no one opening a pair of Asics and crying tears of joy because they got them.
Damn, come on, man. You ain't got
Okay.
you didn't have to do it like that though.
Nah.
You didn't have to.
You did on business with it.
You did. You didn't have
business.
to, but you did that.
Okay. I commented on one. I said, let me know when a pair of Reeboks is doing this to somebody. Now, granted, if you're someone who's maybe you never had a pair of shoes in your life, it's gonna happen that way, But facts is facts, bro. Facts is facts. Like
you didn't have to, but you did.
I did.
You did.
But am I wrong? Am I wrong? Was somebody opening up some sambas and screaming?
Maybe screaming because they got sambas. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how about the kid where the parents took his design?
Yeah.
And I talked to you about this. The parents went and got the shoe made for him.
That was dope. That was a dope moment. And that reaction was so authentic. Yeah.
I seen the one chick, she got a pair of those Pink Orchid 4s, right? She opened them, dropped the box, walked away, came back, and I think her brother was holding the shoes, and she's like, no, don't touch them. Don't touch them. Put my shoes down. He was like, put my shoes down. She was so happy she got them damn things. I mean, it's hard to replicate that feeling, bro. It's hard to replicate that feeling with unfortunately some of these other brands out here. It just does not. At the end of the day, you have your trends of what people like here and there. You know what I'm saying? But
that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Robert said a grown man crying over kicks is nasty work.
Listen, I don't know if the backstory to that is that he was gonna buy the shoes. I think he was helping pay his wife's way through nursing school or something like that, and so he was like sacrificing a lot for her. I believe that's the backstory to that. So when he got those Legend Blue 11s that apparently he wanted since he was young, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So to open those up, you know.
I get it. I ain't crying over no sneakers though.
I'm not doing that either.
Robert, I'm with you. I ain't crying over no kicks, bro.
But this is true. The whole game has changed, and I think that was a very good question. You know, Mr. Think, like what demographic? What's the demographic that Nike is really trying to focus on? Because, I mean, I'm just thinking it's demographics for people like us, right? You know what I mean? And I'm talking about us in terms of our age range. But at the same time, like I've said this 1,000 times, if you're gonna drop OGs, you have to add some history somewhere, whether it's on the box, the shoe, a card, right? Which I think it would be dope if Nike brought back the old cards. Okay, I really do think that would be dope. But so that you can understand the purpose and the meaning behind these OGs. I think I'm not saying Nike is not going to do that for 2025, but I think if they don't, they're going to miss a mark. They're going to miss that mark a little bit. And I just think if you're going to go back, you got to get some type of information and give us that real vibe.
Tyler said, Mr. Think, no offense, but you said you weren't really brought up in poverty. Some of these people could never afford these kicks and have always wanted them.
Oh yeah, 100%. I wasn't brought up in
facts,
poverty,
too.
and like my dad's a former police officer. My mom's a correctional officer. I grew up in Southside Jamaica, Queens, but it was a middle class. Nah, I didn't grow up in poverty. I'm not crying over no sneakers though. I'm talking about for me. I ain't crying over no kicks, bro. I had to earn. Like I went to a private school. Like you know what I mean. Like nah, I did not grow up in poverty. I grew up in the hood, but it was a middle class household. But it was still the hood. You see what I'm saying? We were just. I did not grow up in poverty. No doubt about it. I don't hide that, you know, at all. But like I said, I'm not, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, man. I ain't crying over no sneakers, bro. And I ain't crying over sneakers.
Facts.
I ain't gonna do that.
Facts.
Nah. There's plenty of things to cry about. I'm a man. Look, I cry, not over sneakers. That ain't happening.
What's woman's worth?
You idiot.
I ain't crying over sneakers.
All right, that's a song, y'all.
It said Robert Williams goes, the kids grew up seeing the Jumpman, not Nike Air.
Mm.
The kids want 90s, 60s New Balance. They don't know who Jordan is. You know, it's listen, again, it's all trends. We remember, what was it, 2 years ago, Champion was a wave.
Yep.
For a while. Now, how that even got started, I don't even remember how that even came back up like that. But we saw Champion was a wave for a little bit. And these are, I mean, Champion used to be at like Payless.
Models. Yeah, like
Models,
we wasn't wearing
goods.
Champion, man. I mean that was like Walmart kind of clothing for us back then.
Well, like the Champion sweatshirts, you know, I know people will wear them sometimes, the pants, not necessarily the sneakers though. Not necessarily. True. But I you know what I used to see? The Champion sweatsuits with the Reebok double strap Reeboks.
Yeah.
I used to see that on girls a lot.
I've never seen that in years.
Remember that? Oh, Baby Fat, that was another one.
Yeah.
Baby Fat and Reeboks, Baby Fat and Nikes.
Yeah. DJ Tyler Rader said Reebok at Walmart.
Reebok at Walmart, yeah. Champion was in Walmart in the 90s. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Shoot, Champion was at Kmart, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember Kmart?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, they said the last Kmart finally closed. There was like one down in the Miami area, and it finally closed up. Yeah, after all this time, there was one still down, one Kmart still open, and it finally closed up.
Times have changed.
Yeah, they are, man. They even shutting down Walgreens, man. Not
Yeah.
all of them, but a
Y'all
lot
remember?
of locations.
Y'all remember
are gone.
Caldor?
Yeah.
Y'all remember Caldors?
I do.
Mm-mm.
You don't
I
remember?
do.
Maybe it's just the East Coast thing.
Yeah, we didn't have that here.
Caldor.
I remember Caldors. Yep.
Maybe that's just the East Coast thing.
Like Kmart, Circuit City, like all these places are
Damn,
like
Circuit City.
Man, that's a throwback.
Radio
Circuit
Shack
City.
is struggling.
Radio Shack.
Radio Shack.
Man.
Yeah.
Radio Shack used to be the spot.
There's still Radio Shacks around?
I think there are.
I don't think it's very few.
Let me see. I'm gonna look. Radio Shack
I thought they went the way of Blockbuster.
near me. Let's see.
Children's Palace. Damn.
There are two. There are
There's
two.
left?
Near me. There's one in Coral Springs.
Mm-hmm.
This one, the other one's listed kind of weird. It says Western Auto Radio Shack dealer. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Radio Shack struggling, bro.
I wouldn't even know that they were still around.
Right.
Charlie Sneakers, yo, what up?
Charlie, what up?
Everybody.
What's good?
We appreciate everybody.
Yeah,
Zay
they're all
says, I remember Caldors.
G-Fish.
Oracle in the building. You late, sir.
He's right. At one point, Champion made the NBA jerseys. Facts. And Reebok used to outfit the NFL.
I remember those days. But
Yeah, Reebok used to outfit the NFL.
I was like,
matter of fact, I saw y'all remember oh damn, what was my man's name? They called him the office linebacker. Remember those commercials aired during the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Terry Tate, that's what it was. Terry Tate, office linebacker. Because I remember I saw that commercial and I saw he had the Reebok on his jersey. And I'm like, oh yeah, they used to sponsor the NFL like that.
Robert Williams said Toys R Us, which
Yeah.
you see Toys R Us at some Macy's, if I'm correct. I think that's Macy's. But yeah, Toys R Us.
They close them out here.
You know what else is in Macy's? They see the little finish line stands are in Macy's too.
That's true.
Yeah.
But they never get like the retros to reserve.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they have that, because Macy's themselves sells Nike sneakers and then they let in this little finish line stand as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the point of that.
So I'm gonna tell you something. It's money. If you think about it, that's someone who took up some space, who's paying some rent to help them out. Because remember, Macy's is closing down as well. So when you look at malls, like there was a talk on YouTube, and I really listened that this younger generation, they don't like online shopping as much. Right, they're starting to go back to the malls, and I've never been a true online shopper. I prefer to go to the mall, but anyway, that now like some malls are starting to have people live in malls for rent. You can literally live. If look at it on YouTube, I'll send it to y'all. And like some people are starting to live in malls now and really go shopping at malls because they want that experience with their friends. They don't want to just do it online no more. It was a whole entire special. It was quite interesting.
Well, he ain't lying, chat. According to this little Google search, yes, you can rent apartments in malls as more developers are converting shopping centers into mixed-use properties. For example, the Avenue in Grand Avenue. I don't know where the hell that is. Let's see here. The former 1980s era mall repurposed its second floor retail space into apartments. The apartments range from 600 to 1,100 square feet and include features like wood flooring, stainless steel appliances, and in-unit washers and dryers. Interesting.
Yeah, it was a whole special. It's very interesting. I was like, man, okay.
Interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting. Right.
Mandy Candy in the building.
What up, Mandy?
What's up?
Oh, you trying to wake up, huh? Wakey.
I also saw too, Jay, that to your point, that they're building apartments around like these outdoor shopping centers as well. Like within the apartments kind of surround it, And then in the middle area, there's actually like these different like restaurants and different services and stuff like that, like right within like this gated community. I think they got a few of them out there in like Arizona. I saw.
They have them in Texas. They have them
They have in
here, right
Texas
here in
too.
Tampa.
Do
Like,
they?
yeah, they have them here in Tampa. Like, a friend of mine I know lives like that, where it's like, as soon as you come out your apartment, right, you have all the eateries, you got a gym right here. It's like that is a new wave. And just like Ken just said, he said, hey, in California, they have apartments on top of their malls. And then DJ Tyler Radio, he talking about he think that's a good idea. And I'm gonna tell you why it's a good idea. Because now everything is virtually at the tip of your hands. You can just go walk and just grab what you want. You don't have to depend on a computer no more, right? And then also what that happens, that's called what? Rent. Because a lot of stores are closing down. So they're trying to figure out a way to stay open, to stay relevant. So I think it's a smart idea. And with the cost of living and prices going up so much, some people might be like, yo, if an 800 square foot apartment is what I can afford, well, guess what? I'm gonna go this route. I'm gonna downsize so it can be more affordable for whatever reason, or for comfortability. Some people don't want a big crib. Whatever the case may be, I think is very smart. Trends and technology, everything is changing and styling. And I think, like you said, it's really dope for those who really like probably single family homes, right? And they just want to go down and get what they want to get with their friends and just walk right back home. Smart.
I said we have that here in Pittsburgh. I guess the apartments over top of the malls.
That's
That's what
fair.
he's talking about. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Bro said I need y'all to give me some of them fours. They looking juicy. Man, look, you can't be taking Mr. Think's words like that.
Right. Trademark infringement.
Ooh.
Keegan goes, what's your opinion on the gender pay gap? Well, you can't ask me that, bro. Or Keegan, I don't know, bro, lady, I don't know. You can't ask me that because I go off the logic of things. I look at actual numbers. And the math shows why the percentages are the way they are.
Are you referring to like sports or just in general?
I'm going off the question and thinking it's general.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
sports wise, that comes down to advertising. Facts. That's at the end of the day, if you can get better advertising, then guess what? That will increase the pay of the participants in that sport.
He says in general.
Well, I put it to you like this. You look at the statistics, it shows that there are more men than women that work in this country. So based off the averages alone, that would show that there'd be higher pay on average based on mathematics.
Okay. So in my opinion, there should be no gap. There should be no gap. But to where your Kick's point, what he's saying is, if there are 2 women, right, and there are 5 men who work, when you go ahead and do the average, is going to be more on this side of it. He's speaking just straight factual numbers, but I'm just going to answer the question. I don't think there should be no pay gap, gender pay gap. I think everybody should be just paid the same wage based off on, that career field, education. So there should be no pay gap.
So like, I know Tyler works as an electrician, and he said a lot of times women don't want to do these blue collar jobs. Like, he showed me pictures of some of the areas he's got to work in and stuff like that. Listen. There's men out there that don't want to be roofers, bro. Nobody want to be on top of the damn house here, especially in the middle of summertime, putting a roof on.
So
in Florida.
So are we? I want to phrase this the right way, because I agree with what Jay said. Are we talking about one man electrician and one female electrician, and the man is making more and they're doing the same job? Is that what we're talking about? Or are we just talking about a woman don't want to be a
if
roofer,
they're
or a
doing the
woman don't
same
want to be an
job
electrician.
and they have the same knowledge base and same experience, they should be paid the same.
But I agree. So eh, but they said, but a woman that does these jobs will get paid the same as men. Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm in agreement with that. There shouldn't be a pay gap. I agree with that. Yeah,
But
if
it's
you got the
like,
same job and
but
whatever.
it's like, okay, if me and Perp are both developers, but Perp's been doing it 10 years and I've been doing it 5, and we work on the same thing. I mean, 10 years worth of skill and experience is definitely worth more than my 5.
I'd say so. I mean, the man deserves to get a raise. You know what I mean? So, yeah, of course. I
You
mean,
know,
that's fair.
but listen, if they're on the same level in knowledge and experience, same level, they should be paid the same, hands down.
Depending on seniority, once again, kind of like to your point. I mean, if I have more seniority than you and we're still doing the same job, but I've been here longer, I might be making a little bit more than you. I mean,
And that's
that'll
what
be
I
fair.
just pointed out with the example between me and Purple Haze.
Yeah,
Right.
but where your kicks really kind of shone a spotlight on the broadness of that question. It's a very open-ended question when you think about it, right? It can be very subjective depending on how deep you go. Pause. And with that being said, there are different variables to be considered, and where your kicks just hit it spot on with that one, for example. And that's just one of many.
I saw this debate one time. It was a clip that was flying around from MSNBC, and they were getting into this. And one thing the guy said on there, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he said that if women were inherently getting paid less to do the same job with the way companies operate, then they would just hire all women and be able to pay them less to do the job.
All
And I
right.
was just like, he's got an interesting point there. Now, granted, has it happened? Has it happened to where companies are trying to get away with paying somebody less? Because we know for a fact, and Perp, you can talk to this, to where a new person will be hired in to do the same job, and they get hired in at a higher pay rate than you got.
Yeah. Happens all the time. I mean, it's all about marketing competitiveness when you really think about it, right? You want to be able to draw in new, fresher talent, and they use that as a carrot in order to hit those quotas for a lot of those recruiters. So yeah, I mean, it happens all the time.
But that's why they say a lot of times, though, you will have your biggest jumps in pay, not necessarily moving up in the company you're in, but going
Moving
to a
out.
different company.
Yep, moving
Right.
out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
I don't want to change the topic, but I want to say, if y'all look, let me know if I'm wrong, but those Nike Gattos look like they sold out on Sneakers app. Now they do have a men pair on Nike's app, an all white pair that's there, but if they truly sold out, are you guys shocked?
It does say sold out.
It doesn't say, but I don't see them in the
on the app. It does say sold out. I just looked.
I don't,
and
because I don't see them on Nike app, and I don't see them in stock.
And I don't have.
They blazed them or they
pulled
pulled them.
for you.
You said
Yeah,
what part?
Yeah.
They either blazed them or they pulled them.
I don't have any stock numbers. Have you seen anything, Perp? Stock numbers?
That's a good question. Let me check it out real quick. Hold on.
This is wild.
So Ama Meniere, Social Status, Feature Sneaker Boutique, and APB all had raffles for the shoe. So it must have been stupid limited.
Okay.
It must have been.
And if whether the sneaker sold out or not, but that $100 price tag, that is very attractive. Let's just be honest. That's very attractive.
This is crazy because they released the stock numbers, but they're all zeroed out. I've never seen that before. Like,
What are they reselling for?
look,
Zay just said, "I'm not surprised. Soccer fans are they're pretty much
Yeah.
like the shoe. They fantastic."
that's crazy. I've never seen that before.
Hey, so Charlie Sneakers, Purple Haze does not have a channel as of yet. He will be starting his channel. He doesn't have his channel up and running just yet.
And this comes from directly from Eldon Monitors as well. Unless you all are able to find something different. But yeah, it's all zeroed out. That's crazy.
Interesting. Well,
Got a pine green. Let me see.
yeah, I did not see. Yeah, I don't have stock numbers on them, so I'm just the fact of where they're showing they had raffles at, that lets me know that these were definitely. I mean, it's probably less than 10,000 pairs, to be honest with you.
It's got to be limited. It's a soccer shoe. It's got to be
Yeah,
limited.
it's probably less than 10,000 pairs that they released.
Someone asked
Yeah.
earlier, who do you think has more notoriety to sell out the fastest, Black Cat 3s or White Cement 4s?
Oof. I would.
I'm gonna say White Cement 4s.
I would go with a 4.
Mhm.
But depending on stock and availability.
I would
I
say
think-
both those shoes probably get trumped by Black Cat 4s.
Oh yeah,
I would
can
say
see that.
both those shoes would be trumped by the Black
I
Cat
can see that.
4s.
yeah.
ATT
Oh.
Chris, what's up, bro?
ATT Chris is in the
Good
building.
morning
what
to
up?
you, sir.
Yeah, those White Cement 4s are going to be a full size run. I don't know about the
Correct.
Black Cats. Black Cats, they are going to be. They're both going to be full size runs. Never mind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you gotta remember, Black Cats were pretty much in all retail stores. They were a GR release. They weren't.
Correct.
They weren't. I mean, granted, I know that's a resale $1,000 shoe now, but you gotta remember that shoe was sitting in outlets.
Mhm.
They couldn't give them damn things away at one point. You
Yep.
know, listen, a lot of these coveted kicks that we getting used to be red tag sales in Foot Locker, bro.
facts. Big
You
fact.
know, they were selling them things for $70, sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, so these shoes that used to sit on shelves, or you saw sitting on shelves, like, count your blessings, because if they start hitting us with, you find out stock numbers is like what, 40,000 pairs total worldwide. Like, well,
Yeah.
there
Put
you
in
go.
the legwork.
Yep.
40,000
Right.
pairs on a GR release.
Yep. It is what it is.
Dude, I remember, bro. I remember opening sneakers that seeing like 110,000 pairs of a shoe that they would drop. And the crazy thing is depending on some of the shoes, they would sell out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Damn, what a time that was. Whew, what a time that was for sure.
If this year gets executed how a lot of people are predicting, this will arguably go down as one of the best sneaker years in the last 10 years. We'll be talking about this 10 years in the future to come. Man, back in 2025. Woo! Man, what a time.
I think
That'd be
someone
dope.
said earlier, like maybe someone from the panel or in the chat, someone said that 2023 was like one of the best years for SBs.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this year, especially, obviously going to be a great year for Jordan Brand. But I also heard that just wait till 26, 27 comes around, because apparently those are going to be some crazy years too. Hell yeah, Enzo, Ferrari 14s. Yes, I'm the only one on the panel that's excited for that damn shoe, the Ferrari 14s.
Enzo, I like the name at Ferrari.
Hell yeah, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah. 14 fans are they going to be going crazy for those Ferrari 14s, man. I'm not a 14 fan, so the 14s is a pass for me, bro. But the Ferrari 14s will sell out. I don't see those sitting around.
You know what's crazy? We talked about this a little bit earlier in the week. If you think about it, 1s through 14s are on deck this year, minus the 2s and the 7s. Isn't that wild?
Bro.
Isn't that wild?
Where
1
my
through 14.
twos at, bro? Like I'm
Yeah,
a
they're
two
probably gonna have
fan.
like a too low.
Where are my sevens?
Yep.
Man, no twos announced as of yet. Not saying it won't drop, but as of yet,
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
no twos announced, no sevens.
Yep.
No love.
Let's see here.
Right.
DJ Tyler Radio, I agree with you, bro. He said, like I was saying last night on the live, I'm so happy to be new into sneakers this year, bro. Yes, this is,
Man.
if you are new to the sneaker game, this is a wonderful,
You about to
wonderful
catch up on all those
introduction.
10 years you missed out on.
Yep.
Right.
This is a
You might
wonderful
catch up on a
introduction.
whole lot of knowledge too.
Yeah.
Whole
hard,
lot.
yeah.
Charlie says white cement fours, but why do they? Well, hold on a second. Got to go up to it.
Okay.
He said white cement fours, but why do they have to make the white cement fours again for the people that had to spend like $600 for the OG ones? Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you though, Charlie. Like Nike don't make money off resale. So, you know, unfortunately for the people that went and spent, like, listen, had I known that they was dropping the black cement threes, I probably wouldn't have picked up that 2018 pair. But I did, you know. So
But it is
just,
two different.
just
But
happens that way.
it is two different versions though. Your 18 pair is different.
I mean, I get it, but at the end of the day, like, same damn shoe, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, you know, it's still black cement 3. Like, okay, so they, you know, there's a couple features on there different. Like, you know, if you got a preference for a certain year model, like, and that just goes back to cars, right? Some people have a preference for certain year model vehicles. You know, some people like the 70s Corvettes with the T-tops. Someone like the 1950s style.
You see what Stretch Kick said? 2018 greater than 2024.
I mean, that's his opinion.
Yep, that's
his
wow.
opinion.
Yep.
Can't compete with that 2024 shape though.
I feel like last year we saw the beginning of Nike and Jordan Brand changing the shape of a lot of these OGs. They're starting to thin them out, make them more narrow, right?
I like that.
And I like the feel because, you know, my 18 pair of black cement 3s definitely feel different and they look different. It's just my opinion, of course, than this year's. This year they really streamlined it down. They gave it a less chunky look, a less chunky feel, less padded. I feel like the 18 compared to this year feels more like an SB style when you really think about it.
I would agree. It's a way fatter shoe.
Yeah, from the ankle collar all the way down.
It's a way fatter shoe.
Which is crazy because I've been watching like all of these shoe videos with all these, like, I don't want to call them knockoff shoes. I just don't know the brands of them, but they're like legit companies, whatever. And like their core complaint really is saying like these modern shoes that's made now, the toe boxes are so slim, and the way like a toe box should be as wide as your foot, you know, so that your feet can literally kind of be like this in there and not like, you know,
Ooh.
that giving you, you know, so
your toes pulling up gang signs in your shoes. Yeah.
I mean,
you know what I mean? So they're
don't.
like, your feet's really supposed to, you know.
Ooh.
So basically it's saying people got fat feet.
Ooh.
Well, not necessarily flat feet. They're saying that you know, these companies are making these sneakers and shoes, this footwear. It cosmetically, it looks good. It looks, you know, slim and sexy, if you want to use that word. But it's not good for your feet. It looks good, but it's not really designed, you know, to have your feet spread out the way that they're supposed to.
Fly Kick says the Croc effect.
Fly Kick Sig, what up, fam? Welcome.
What up?
We appreciate
y'all.
Double tap that screen, famos. Double tap that screen. We appreciate everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Come on now to Mr. Think Impossible. Wear your kicks 26. My brother Purple Haze definitely will be starting his channel soon. And to your boy J Elevate, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, man, let's go ahead and kick it off.
Yo, I got a bowling tournament I'm going to this morning, so I got a few more minutes.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey, good luck, bro.
What time's it start?
Good luck.
It starts at 12. I like to get there like at 11:15. The parking is going to be crazy, and I'm going to set up, and I got to
get your forearm and wrist warmed up. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Air Maxwell, what up? What up? What up?
That's
He said,
right.
Go Birds.
Go Birds, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Backup's about to take it to the Giants this Sunday.
Do you warm up? Do you like to do like a do they allow y'all to do like a 15 or 10-minute warm up for the bowling tournament?
Oh yeah. They'll give us a practice.
Okay.
And here goes the amazing part. I'm gonna say this with a straight face. I've been bowling like crap, man. Like this season has not been my season, so I'm looking forward to today. I say it every time. I still bowl bad, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yo,
I've been in the slumps. I've been in the slump.
Could you
You're not
imagine,
lying, bro. This has been a bad 3 weeks for me.
Jordan Brand making bowling shoes would be a whole nother demographic right there.
So do you know what's so funny about that, Perp? I actually bowl in J's. I bowl in some Jordan 1s.
See. There's a demand out there.
I was gonna ask him what he bowled in, but Jay gonna be mad at me. We got some bowling shoes for you, bro. If you need them, here you go.
Yo,
That's
We
fair.
got some bowling shoes if you need them, bro.
That is more than fair. Jesus.
the disrespect is.
We got some bowling shoes if you need some. All right?
Listen, I don't care what you say, man. I like those Army Year Converse.
Did you pick them up?
Heck,
No, I took an L.
They can't be going for much on the resale market, are they?
Listen, I don't know. It's so much in 2025. I don't think I'm gonna be reaching back. I'm focusing on what's ahead.
So basically,
Don't you disrespect that shoe.
Man,
Let's see how
he
much
said,
for now.
he said Jordan bowling shoes would have ninjas bowling. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. They go to the bowling alley, take some pictures, and roll on out.
You know, Mr. Think. So I'm doing my bowling tournament. You know, my bowling league. My man's bowling shoes was the pennies. He wore the penny foam positives, bro. And I was like, that's fire, bro. Like, and he was on target too.
Right.
And I said, man, that ain't a bad idea.
I don't want to bore anybody with this bowling talk. However, I will tell you this: the USBC have guidelines and rules to where like you can use any shoe you want to go bowling in as long as you don't leave any marks on the lane, and as long as you don't use that shoe for outside of bowling. So in theory, you can bowl in a Croc, you can bowl in a stiletto, you can bowl in a boot, you can bowl in the slipper, you can bowl in anything that's not gonna leave a mark on the floor and that you don't use outside of the alley. As long as that shoe is committed for bowling, you can use any shoe you want. Literally.
What shoe do you use? What colorway exactly?
A Jordan 1.
What color is the outsole? That's more important.
Green.
What color?
Green.
Green.
Yeah. My bowling bag is but it's not like the Lucky Green. It's not like that. It's I don't know how to get the name of the shoe. It's the one that it has like foam on the bottom though, like the outsole.
A fly ease or whatever. I know you're talking about the comfort joint.
Oh, the CMFT.
Yes,
you got it. That's exactly what it is.
The comfort
exactly
joints. Yeah, that's
exactly.
So the outsole on those is a little different. Yeah,
and that's what I use. And the reason why I do that is because let me see. How the hell they're gonna know? Yeah, they're not really gonna know. Ironically, when I was practicing last week, one of the employees came in and she was like, she came over to me and she was like, "You don't have on bowling shoes because those are Jordans." And I was like, "Yeah, these are bowling shoes." She was like, "Well, Nike don't make Jordan, bowling shoes." I was like, "Well, according to USBC, you don't really know the rules. You're new here." But she was a new employee, so I told her. She's like, "Wow, I didn't know that." But those are the rules. As long as you commit a shoe to bowling, you can use whatever you want. Literally.
So I definitely want to tell Tyler this. Hey, bro, so like once you become a bowler, like bowlers don't play around when it comes to their equipment, bro. Like a bowler would never wear an outside sneaker and even look on the lanes, bro. Like bowlers really, we take that serious. Like if we bowl in socks, bro, it's only meant for that lane.
Stretch said, "I would want a shoe to slide. I would think J's wouldn't slide," and that's exactly why I use them. And let me tell you why. I bowl competitively, and I've gone to different houses, and with other bowling shoes, you can actually take off like the outsoles and put different outsoles on, have like Velcro straps, and to slide heavy slide, medium slide, whatever. You're right. In J's, I plant and I plant everywhere I go, which means I just stop, right? So now I don't have to worry about sliding or not sliding, whether it's slick, or maybe somebody got some powder on the floor to help them slide, or somebody spilled a drink and now there's water and then you're sticking. I stick everywhere I go. Pause, because I don't like the way that sounded. But I plant everywhere I go, and that's one less thing I got to worry about. So I'm actually used to just stop on the dime. Boop, that's it.
And also, Stretch,
that's a good question. That's a really good question.
You can also buy a slide slide for your shoes. You know
I call them condoms. Correct.
Yep. You can go ahead and do that as well. So if you need how much slide you need depends upon what you purchase. So it's all good.
Look, Mandy said your bowlers are definitely serious. When somebody mentioned you're gonna have ninjas bowling, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm in Colorado, and it ain't that many of us out here. But I'm gonna tell you right now, on Thursday night at AMF Aurora, at that particular bowling alley, ain't nothing but black people.
They all show up.
But I'm telling you, there's a bowling, and it's big money. You can ask my wife. That's why she just said your bowlers are definitely serious. It's a big money thing. It is.
Lena, what up, fam? What up?
Lena, how you doing?
Lena.
Miles Case Jr. says, I used to bowl in those S. Carters.
Oh, wow.
Stretch King says, stick and move.
Stick and move.
Robert Williams says, Travis Scott Jordan 1 Lows is great bowling shoes. Okay. DJ Tyler hit you with the sus button, bro.
Yeah, I can see that. And the reason why I bowl in CMFTs is only because it's a higher top. Unfortunately for me, and I don't think my wife was there that time, but in 2023, man, I took a nasty spill in the lanes, man. No lie, I busted my ass, something serious. So, messed up my ankle in the whole 9 yards. That's why I'm in like a high top, because they do not make a high top bowling shoe. So that's why I actually bowl in a high top.
That's true. DJ Ruboy says, my son bowls in a league and he wears AJ4 Fire Reds.
See?
Dope.
See?
That's dope.
That's dope. Yeah.
That's dope.
My man said oh my God, DJ Tyler, bro. I'm gonna cancel that sus button.
One at a time. One sus at a time. Is that gonna be the new channel?
Yeah, right. Oh man, dude, I haven't bowled in. Damn, I couldn't even tell you. And I was never the type that could get any English, like that English spin, that curve spin, where it goes out and comes back. Yeah, nope.
Yo,
straight power, baby, straight ahead.
Ooh,
let me tell you what the hook is. Like straight up, and it's actually really simple. It's really simple. If you hold your hand like this, and when you go release the ball, right? When you go release, as just release the ball as if you're gonna go shake someone's hand. So that's all. So like, yeah, I've been bowling since a junior. So if you start right here, and when you release it, just turn your hand as if you're shaking someone's hand. That's it. That's your hook right there. People think you got to spin all over the top of the ball. You don't. It's literally from here to there, and that creates your hook. It's really simple.
Yeah. Also depends on too, like if you have a depending upon what type of reaction ball you have as well, and the conditions of the lane. So like plastic, when you go bowling and you get a ball, that's a plastic ball. Like that's why also like a lot of bowlers have their own balls, because you can go get you depending upon a reactive ball as well. So depending upon how much of a hook.
Are they all made out of plastic?
No.
Not all, but a lot of times with those lanes, those ain't real balls.
Stocks. It's different cover stocks. But to my point, you can hook a basketball, bro. You can hook a tennis ball, a baseball. It don't matter. A ball's a ball. So like literally, if you do that, you can go outside and hook anything. Really, a ball is a ball. It don't really matter.
What weight do you use? What weight do you use?
15.
I bowl with a 15.
Y'all wear the wrist joint too, or no?
Nah, I don't. No.
Nope.
G Fish, of course he would know. He said he made bowling shoes back in the day. All right, I gotta look this up now. Now I gotta look it up.
One pair at a time, transcending all sports. And showing you how to make your balls and cup your balls.
Shoes.
25.
You know, I'm willing to bet one person who has.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Here we go.
How far back was
Jordan
that?
CP3 bowling player exclusive.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
that.
Chris Paul's. Yeah, because Chris Paul, yeah, he can actually bowl too.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, Chris Paul can actually bowl.
I'm willing to
Man,
bet one person. I don't know him personally. I'm willing to bet this person has this particular shoe right here, and that is Jumpman Bostic.
Oh, Jumper Man, yeah.
I bet Jumpman Bostic has this. I
that's
bet
dope.
he has it.
Yeah,
That's
old
the
school.
insole. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay. Was that? Oh yeah. See. So there's the outsole. Yeah. Look at that.
Yo, DJ
Oh,
Rude Boy
sorry.
said his son bowled a few 300s.
300s. I know.
Hey, DJ, here goes an interesting fact. I've been bowling since the junior, since like, this is actually kind of embarrassing. I've probably been bowling since I was about like 6 years old. Everybody, my dad included, all of my friends, everybody I've grown, everybody got 300 games, man. I have yet to shoot a 300 game. My highest score is a 298, and I have every number below that. I got 298, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 290, 289s. I got every number below that. And all that means is, and this is embarrassing, but all that means is I've gone the front 11 because you need 12 strikes in a row. I've gone the front 11, and I always choke on the last shot. I've never shot a perfect game yet. It's bad. It's pretty bad.
I've never been close.
And I don't know what it is. Nervous. Look, I've been there so many times, but and like mentally, I think it's just a mental thing. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ Rubo, I got a question for you. Is your son a two-handed bowler? Because that is the new thing now. The two-handed bowling.
Stop,
hey,
Perp.
Pause.
Stop, Perp. Stop, Perp. He's talking about children right now, bro. Stop, Perp.
Oh, was it the choking part?
Stop.
Damn, you gotta knock this phone down.
Stop, Perp. Stop, bro.
Man, there's some serious. All right, so Sig said,
do you bring your own?
Do you bring your own
ball?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Even I can attest the bowling balls that are public use, they're all scratched up and nicked up. Like you don't want to use that. You want to come with something you can be consistent with. I can even attest to that. It's like quarterbacks that when they go into the game, there's certain footballs that they like and don't like, and they want to have those going into the game. Same kind of concept. Perp, you okay over there, sir?
He's there. He's monster.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, that is a legit technique for bowling, correct, Jay?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Like it's like this younger generation. They and two-handed bowlers are scary because they are snipers, bro. Two-handed bowlers are snipers. They are, man. When you going against a two-handed bowler, be prepared because it's something. I don't know, man. I don't know if they get more spin or more reaction on the ball, but they really are some snipers.
Now, is it easier or more difficult to be?
I've tried two-handed bowling, and I'm very inconsistent. But I mean, it's a style. I mean,
I bowl with two hands, Jay.
You bowl with two hands?
Yeah.
And what you prefer? Like, do you prefer one hand or two hand? Do you feel better with the two-handed bowling?
I'm newer to the two-hand style. The two-hand is definitely going to give you a lot more longevity within the sport. You can generate a lot of power, a lot of everything, pretty much using less effort. That's the whole point of going two hands. I went two hands because I blew up my bicep tendon bodybuilding. So I had my tendon repaired, and apparently my new tendon does not like my old one-handed style. I used to be a one-handed bowler. So I switched over to two hands, and I have no pain, which is good. So,
okay.
Yep. Just two fingers. That's it. No thumb. Just thumbless.
I prefer the three. I prefer the 3. Pause.
Stop, Perp.
Hey, Perp. Hey, Perp.
Stop, bro.
Hey, Perp.
Look at the end with.
Look. I'm a 3.
No thumb.
I'm a 3. I'm a 3-handed bowler. I'm a 3.
Two fingers, no thumb, Perp.
Yo!
Hey, Perp, we just might have to make that a website. 2fingersnothumb.com.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, you know what? We listen here in Florida. We wouldn't even be able to watch it, bro.
I know. The new restrictions.
They banned the corn sites here in Florida. You can't even get on them.
I heard about that.
Yeah, you gonna have to
Good
spoof your
thing
location.
Perp knows how to spoof the locations.
Yeah, you gotta spoof locations in order to do that here in Florida now. Man.
Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh, DJ Tyler is slamming that sus button.
Oh man,
Oh.
it was so funny. Is someone asked about the finger technique too? The famous ask, "Do you use 3 fingers in the hole, not use the thumb?" No homo. Oh man,
Yeah,
Woo.
it's interesting
Speaking of-
though.
speaking of-
It's
you
fun.
know what I haven't
Bowling,
heard?
bowling, and golf are like longevity sports, man. Like you have idiots, that still bowl. You have idiots that still swing that club, man. So those are longevity sports. We ain't got no idiots playing no football, bro.
Yeah, man. Jason called it the shocker, right?
2 fingers, no thumb.
Oh man.
All right, and here goes another fun
man.
fact, because I think I said this before on the channel, and then we can stop talking about bowling. There's a company called Storm, right? They make bowling balls.
Yes.
And Storm makes what's called Perp. They make fragranced bowling balls.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They make no lie, they make smelly balls. I'm not lying. So the balls are actually smelly and they smell good. They're a fragrance bowling
What?
ball. And they're the only company that does it. So
A fragrance.
Yeah.
Bowling
all
ball.
of their equipment have a fragrance to them.
I have a
Except for the
Storm
plastic
Phase
one.
2 ball.
The plastic ones don't, but it's a fragrance standby.
Yep. I have a Storm Phase 2. That's what I bowl with. That's a benchmark ball.
So are you rubbing your balls with fragrance, or do they come already
No, it
fragrant?
says it's marketed. It's what is this? It started as a marketing gimmick. The first ball to have a scent was what is this? Was the El Nino Gold back in late 2000s. It was a very strong grape scent, and I guess it caught on.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
see, what are some different scents? So they got black cherry, chocolate, lemonade, plum, blueberry, grape, banana, cinnamon, orange, amaretto, and cherry.
Yeah, my balls smell like cinnamon. Mm-hmm. I have the cinnamon scent. Yep.
All right.
Hold up, my man had to go grab it real quick. Pause.
Yeah. This is one I have in the basement. So this one is called a Storm Catalyst. You see there's 2 fingers, there's no thumb there. This is Storm, right? No thumb. And I don't know what fragrance that is, but you don't have to do nothing to maintain it, and it stays for the life of the ball.
Yep.
It never goes away.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, it never goes away.
I learned something new today, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Learned something real new today.
Scented bowling balls. It's a thing.
Oh
Yep.
man.
It is a thing.
Chat, tell me another podcast that you've been on that just the subject matters we get into, bro. Tell me another podcast that's like that, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat who rocked with us this Saturday morning, man. We were almost at the 2.5 hour mark. First episode here of 2025. Definitely appreciate you guys being with us on the first episode. Jay, what you got, man, to close out before we get on out of here, man?
Hey, fam, listen, like on the serious side, like just make sure you go ahead, and if you go ahead and you definitely trying to maintain the wearability of your sneakers, man, go to the Rejuvenator website, right? Sign up. It's free. Definitely doing checkout. Make sure you use my promo code J_Elevate or
WYK26
to get 10% off of all of your Rejuvenator product needs. Fam, we appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe for real sneaker content. You know the motto.
Jay on that honey pack again.
Woo!
Hey, real quick, for those of y'all out there, no lie right now, actually, if you use promo code FRESH, you can get 25% off right now. Rejuvenator does have a nice sale going on right now on all products. So use promo code FRESH. That don't listen, and that don't link back to either one of us. We just helping y'all save money. So
Yep, that's all we're trying to do.
Promo code FRESH right now on everything Rejuvenator has, 25% off. Mr. Think, what you got, bro?
Yo, shout out to everybody that tapped in today. I haven't been on in a while, you know, between work and last year with our church, man, our Christmas outreach and Thanksgiving outreach and everything that we do for the community. It's just been, you know, Saturdays have been our days of just serving the community. So I haven't been around. But let me tell you what I am looking forward to. Number one, shout out to everybody who tapped in today. Shout out to all of the subs. I noticed I already got a couple of subs up to the channel. Appreciate that. But let me tell you what I'm looking forward to, because I am going to be with my brothers in Florida come SneakerCon next week.
Yes,
so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that.
Sir.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, sir.
Other than that, appreciate everybody for tapping in. And remember, 2 fingers, no thumb. I'm out.
Yeah. It's gonna be the new shirt. Look, we're gonna have a lot of merch for y'all.
Right. 2 fingers, no thumb.
We gotta write these phrases down, man. Perp, you all right over there, bro? Or you still recovering? Man, look, for real though, shout out to everybody in the chat. Definitely appreciate y'all tapping in with us, man. Make sure you have those notification bells clicked on, because you never know when we might go live during the week. I know Jay and Purple Haze popped up last night for a nice little live as well. I was out, so I missed it. I'll have to go back and catch some of that. But, man, next Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you'll be rocking with us once again, One Pair at a Time podcast channel. Episode 2 of 2025, guys. Man, got a whole lot to look forward to, a whole lot going on. Perp, you with us?
He's back.
You okay?
Straight face, Perp. Straight face.
All right? You need a breather? Maybe you need to puff some Perp Haze, calm you down a little bit.
Whoa!
Calm you down a little bit.
Been an interesting show, folks. Been a very interesting show.
Oh yeah, facts, man, for real. Nah, but look, definitely appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, catch us soon. We appreciate you guys, and we out. Have a safe weekend. Peace.
Peace.